Hello, everybody. Let me kill that. I'm wearing a new shirt, if you didn't notice. It was a Christmas gift, and I had to wear it on this day because it is our New Year's Eve celebration. So let me get my ears right. I have to... All right. My beard sticks out like the white here. You could see all the random... I brushed my beard thoroughly. It is just a mess. But let me go to the chat. Nice sprinkle thing. Hello, Clever. I gotta roll this up. I'm not kidding. It is hot as hell in this thing. All I'm wearing is this and boxers. Actually, I do have a t-shirt on underneath. But it is freaking hot. Ow! I was trying to open the window and I broke my hands. Oh my God, that's beautiful. This is how we're going to... I mean, honestly... I might at some point have to put the head down because it is already hot and I just put it on like 20 minutes ago. I put it on first and then I got ready for everything. So what does that say? Bon année, Jay? Chimiki Paro. Did I say that right? Bon année? I'm assuming that means good luck or Happy New Year or something like that. I don't know. I might be saying it wrong. If I said it right, I probably would understand. But let me say hi to everybody. We got Emily, the Chimiki Paro, Daniel O'Day, clever name I made, the Hiking Viking, Colvin, Michael, my moderator, one of many. I did not see the dude yet, but I spoke to the dude earlier this week because I started doing Percy Jackson. So the dude will probably be stopping in at some point if he isn't lingering in the background. Also, Ilana. And I think that's it. Did I say Ilana? Is that Ilana? It's Ilana, right? I know you've been here before. I think it's Ilana. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Patrick is here. And I also have this. I was going to say there was something else I had to show you guys. We're going to start soon because it is 6 o'clock already. I was a little late to the game. But this was a gift for my brother for Christmas. He mailed it because he wasn't here this Christmas, but he mailed it. And we got Beth. Hello, Beth. How are you? Yeah, he got me as a Is It Friday Yet mug. Custom-made mug from his website. I don't know if other people could order them yet. I actually should have probably asked that, but he got it for me. It's like I made it on my site and I sent you one. So I got my Is It Friday Yet mug. We have our beverages. We have our radiator smoke. Leading Blind says she's got the flu and can't make it. Oh, did I miss Leading Blind in the beginning? Oh, I'm sorry. Star is up there. Hey, Critters won't be in and chatting tonight. Got the flu. So my focus is non-existent. If we're doing all of 97, try to let me know. Leading Blind, we will definitely let you know what we're going to end up doing. We're going to talk about it later. Like at some point we'll talk about it. We'll jump into the episode first. Figure out what's going on. I kind of want to know where we're at and what is happening before we discuss it. So we'll discuss it towards the end once we figure it out. But everybody told me, I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? Didn't everybody say that 97 was the one? I feel like we had like 10 episodes ago. We were like, is 97 or 98 better to do as a full one? Not that... I don't know. I feel like we said 97 was, but I feel like 98 might be. I don't know. Either way, next one is Hype. I did see, I maybe this was a spoiler, but I saw it like yesterday or the day before. When I was queuing this up, I did notice that the next episode, and you guys probably told me this too, and it's not really a big spoiler, but I did see the next one is a live one. And I'm pretty sure you guys told me that too. And it's not really a big deal if it is or isn't. But... I feel like that's why a lot of you want that as a full episode because it's awesomer to do such things that are live with them when we do it live in full. So that could be a reason, but I'm also, while we talk, I'm going to put my vitamin water in this because I want to drink out of this. Maybe I should have washed it first. Well, you guys know I have it. For now, I'm just going to show you the mug. I just realized I don't think I ever cleaned it out. And God knows... what was in it. So maybe I shouldn't, because we were playing with it all Christmas and stuff. I might have put all sorts of weird shit in there, and I probably shouldn't consume it. I remember someone telling me what the next one was. I don't remember what they said. The live show, then yes. Yes, next one is the live show. Definitely 97. 97 is so dope. I've watched it twice this week. Really. I'm pretty sure that was the mass consensus. I'm pretty sure everyone was like, do 97. So that's probably the route we'll go. And especially since everyone's already confirming that that is the way they want to go. So I'm going to load the radiator, and then we're going to smoke, and then we're going to jump in. Is everybody ready? How's everybody doing? It's New Year's coming up in a couple days. Well, New Year's Eve is in 2 days. New Year's Day is in 3, obviously. But everyone's having good. How was your Christmases? I haven't spoke to many of you since then. We did our live stream, and then Christmas was that weekend, or Monday, I guess. But I hope everyone is doing well. My father is doing as good, I guess, as he can be. I had to take him to the doctor again today, but that was just, your follow-up. Every week I got to take him to the cardiologist, and she was like, I mean, you're doing as good as a guy in your condition could do. Just ride the line, toe the line, and let's hope for the best. So Dad is resting. He is good. We had a decent Christmas. I mean, as good a Christmas as we can. Nothing bad happened. I just wish my brother could have come. I mean, people got their things. Between Dad and my brother not coming, it was probably the oddest Christmas I could remember. Because I, first off, never celebrated a Christmas without my brother. And my dad was like basically asleep the entire weekend, which is good. 97, 111, 124, 139, 140, 141 in full, I would say. Chimiki Pero, I will take a note of such things. I'm not even kidding you. I'm going to actually take a picture of that because you know my memory, and I want to have that remembered for all time. So the Chimiki Pero, I am literally taking a picture of your desired episodes. I don't mess around. Well, actually, I usually don't mess around. I just have a horrible memory. So, if everyone's good, I'm going to go on my other account, and I'm going to throw my second like up because I already threw my first one up earlier. Here's my second like. We're almost quarter of the way. We're about a quarter of the way. Everyone throw your likes up. There's enough people in this room right now to get us almost halfway immediately if everyone throws their likes up. So everyone throw a like up. I'm finishing the radiators. Did I miss anybody? Did I not say hi to anybody? I saw Beth. I saw Amelia. Amelia, how are things? I mean, I don't want to bring up sore subjects, but how are things with your brother? I almost don't, I almost hate asking things like that because I fear of the response, but I feel like in your case, it would be a positive thing. But I mean, we're all family here. I'd like to check in. I don't want to act like I don't care or remember. Confirm with mods. Yeah, I will confirm, Chimiki. Chimiki Pero. You have a lovely name. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm pretty sure. I've been saying it that way forever. There's a very good chance that I've just been wrong since the beginning. He's doing really good. I'm very happy to hear. Part of me, like, it's like one of those things where, like, I have to ask because I care, but I'm, like, always afraid, like, it's especially with all the shit in my life, half the time it's not positive or good. But, we're all here for each other. If anybody needs anything or needs to talk, you let me know. But in the meantime, radiators, good to hear, Amelia. This is going to be an official first. Everyone, whatever you do, get your smoke ready, your drinks ready, whatever you are choosing as your desired vice today. Even if it's milk, maybe you're lactose intolerant. You're like, frig it, I'm going to take a shot of milk because I'm crazy and it's New Year's. Do what you want. I'm going to smoke. And then we're jumping in. We got about 2 hours and 10 minutes without hitting 50 likes. If we hit 50 likes, we got probably over a 3-hour live stream at this point. So everybody, radiators, Jay, were you able to check out Cobra Kai link? Oh, I did not. Check out the Cobra Kai link I sent. I remember getting the link, but I don't think I actually, maybe I did. I think I did, Mike. I think I did watch it. I think you were like, it's probably not something you have to react to. And I think I watched it. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, though. I've just been so busy this week. I'm going to have to double check. Sandwich acquired. Hiking Vikings got a sandwich. Clever name. It looks like we got milk. Is that milk? It looks like glasses of milk to me, and I like it. I like that we went all out with the emoji. I love Colvin's Wizard, Globe, Puff Puff Pass, and a thumbs up. All right, everybody, radiators, and get your clocks ready, and we're jumping in. We're almost halfway. I'm very confident we're going to hit 50 likes, and I'll wear this shit all night. It's hot, but I could open a window. I don't care. So what if I sweat and I pass out from exhaustion? It's all good. Radiators. I was going to attempt to seal my whole face in this mask and then blow smoke out a hole, but I was afraid it would mess up. That's why I tilted back first. I was literally going to just pull this thing shut and like blow smoke. But I'm like, what if I screw up the mic or I ruin everything? I'll do that later. I don't want to like ruin things before they even start. So everybody sync up. Not a reaction of, oh, then I definitely didn't see it, Michael. Not a reaction. Vinyl red. Then I definitely didn't. Are you telling me? I'm going to have to look. Mike, send it to me again, Mike. Oh, you sent it. Where did you send it? That's right. You sent it to my Discord. Mike, put the link here. And I'm going to take a picture of your link. As funny as that sounds, I always look through my camera reel and stuff when I'm laying in bed, and that'll help me remember. As this is the silly things I have to do as I get older, because certain things work for me. So Mike, if you can, throw the link in there, even though you sent me it on Discord or something, it'll remind me to look. Even though it's like Discord, I don't look at as nearly as often as my phone. It would have been worth it, for the mask thing. I'm thinking either way. I'm getting a little too excited. So let's start, and then we'll continue this conversation. So far, just to reiterate what is happening, we're going in a cave. I had to think for a second myself. We found Caduceus' family. One of them is shattered into rubble. I think it was his aunt, Auntie M. What was her name? Auntie. I didn't recap, but I remember. I just can't remember the name. It was like all A names, right? Or C names. It was, I don't want to look at the chat. I want to try to guess it. I feel like it was like Chipotle, even though I know that's not how you say that either, because you guys have corrected me on that. Chipotle. How did you guys tell me that's? All right, I'm getting off track. It was Copernicus. No, that is the dog from Back to the Future. It was Sachariliac. I don't know. It was some weird name. Not a reaction is Veth's Not a reaction is Veth's Twitch channel. Aunt? Oh, I was on a different name. Is that Aunt Corinne? Okay, Corinne. So it was Caduceus Clay family are fond of alteration. I'm bad at names. Who were the other ones? There was someone that had a name like Chipotle. Chipotle, Chip Olay. I can't remember. Let's just start before I embarrass myself further. 3, 2, 1, go. We're in. Auntie Chipotle is coming. You look around. Pieces of glowing crystal and we're in a cave. And something about possibly a ritual or something? I don't know. I wasn't there. They didn't invite me. The red rock. It's beautiful. Am I too close? Am I scaring everybody with my crazy costume? Even though this is how I was born? I guess things have indeed changed. Sam is too normal today. Sam just looks like a regular dude going to, like, the Bahamas. How long things have been. Who and when. Do you know 10 years.
How long have your parents been stoned?
I don't know.
I gotta turn this down. It's a little loud.
Quite a while when
Oh,
first left.
I probably should go back to the chat and pretend that I actually know there are people here.
I don't really.
Is it Calliope?
To be really honest about it,
Calliope. It was Calliope. I'm like, how does that sound? Calliope. That's who I was thinking. Chipotle.
Question for us to be
Calliope.
calendar people.
Our cart in a cart. Our cart in a cart.
well,
Calliope. Yeah, Calliope.
I think it would have been.
44. What is up?
27.
820. And the subtitles were 827. The number. I love it.
Quite a
I ate 27.
me and Corin, and she gets a little like soft moment. Me and
Everybody, just a little heads up to Jay over here. If any of you
meet with the
know that a focus time is approaching in the beginning at some point, let me know now. Because I'm like super hyper. And I don't want to like ride over everything if there's like some serious shit about to be dished out.
class that was asked of us. Perhaps it in this location. But upon arrival, found that this creature had already ravaged the outside of this cave, and well, then we ran into you. I ran into you.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of confusion because of time differences since people were frozen to stone and then just lost grasp of time. And there's different
We'll be fine.
groups. So like certain people were frozen certain like different times.
But I appreciate you extending your empathy.
Thank you.
I met the Dusts.
Did you?
I'm gonna.
No particular focus time in this one. Okay. I just want to make sure ahead of time that I don't go on some crazy rant and everyone's like, for the love of God. And I wouldn't blame you, but that's why I politely asked as Calliope approaches.
Her hand on her side, and
But thank you all for letting me know because now I can relax and act like a lunatic.
this is
Is Ninja? Where's Ninja? I just realized, like, I was almost going to say, you want to smoke again? And I forgot
reaches in his pocket and pulls out.
that we haven't said hi to Ninja yet. It has been an age since I've watched Campaign 2. I haven't the faintest idea what happens between now and dun 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 redacted.
I thought Calliope was gonna be the one to do it.
Calliope reaches in
Isn't a Calliope,
a piece of similar crystal.
like, I could be wrong or I'm thinking of something else, but isn't a Calliope like one of those things I feel like I had when I was a kid where you like turn it and different like things come and you look through it with your eye? Is that a Calliope? Or is that something else?
Maybe.
A kaleidoscope. I think I'm thinking a kaleidoscope.
I did.
I had a kaleidoscope. That's what I was thinking of.
Good for you.
Thank you. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Beauregard. I'm not important.
I'm Beauregard. I am not important.
I'm Yasha. I'm very important.
Hi, I know later this episode. That's a kaleidoscope. Yes, kaleidoscope. Thank you for helping. I didn't think I was going to get it, honestly. I thought, honestly, it really was a Calliope for a second.
Introduction of your friends here, if you wanna.
Yeah.
I haven't seen kaleidoscopes in forever. Did they just... It just became not exciting? There's so much technology now that children aren't mesmerized with kaleidoscopes? Because I don't think I've seen one in 20 years.
We've been hanging with your son, and he's really great.
Super, super, super powerful.
Kind of like nudges constantly.
Super powerful.
Yeah. Raised him well. My name is Caleb. What your guest?
Beauregard, you already said, so
Expositor with a cobalt.
Very almost Pumat Soul sounding voice. But I know we're all... I mean, we're of the same race. I also saw something. I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw Matt Mercer dressed in full Pumat Soul costume.
No, this is not.
And he did the voice and everything, and it was like, maybe it was like an ad that I randomly caught in between one of the episodes recently. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy I randomly caught this. Because it didn't spoil anything, because it was in, order. But Matt was totally dressed as Pumat Soul.
The brave.
Third base.
Restart.
How has this never happened before?
Mild nosebleed appears.
I thought Calliope was some kind of Greek muse or mythological lady. It was a Twitch Prime ad. That had to be the Pumat Soul. I say Pumat, but I'm pretty sure it's Pumat Soul. Aramis.
The Wild Mother, and your name is Stone.
Yes.
Yeah, he could have been a child of the Traveler, but he chose the Wild Mother, so it's got to mean something.
I was just going to chug my whole gallon all at once. And a kaleidoscope is a very specific scrying instrument. A kaleidoscope. Yet the musical instrument was named after the muse.
No, it's my first time. Same.
Calliope is a high school crush name. Really, Mike? Is that true, Mike? I've never in my life met anybody named Calliope. It's a really cool name. I dig it.
Not true.
We're almost to halfway on the likes, everybody. I see 19 on my other account. So we're halfway. Continue to like everything I do, including wearing this insanely ridiculous outfit, which I'm honestly going to wear all week, regardless if people see it or not. I think I'm going to go to the bar later. I think I'm going to go to happy hour tomorrow, wearing nothing but this. I'll probably get thrown out, or everyone will buy me drinks. One or the other's happening. I'll either be the most popular guy there and not pay for anything, or I'll have a straight jacket on by the end of the night. Either way sounds like a good time.
I'm looking to see if I can find Gaima. If she's still here. And he walks
Jester isn't Bitterford.
central structure.
Oh, I'm reading that wrong. I can't see the rest because of the emoji. I'll wait till it rises up, Colvin.
I just need to watch this happen right now.
Wow, she made a cupcake sandwich.
Cupcake sandwich. Pork chop sandwiches.
Jealous. That's how you do it without getting the icing all over your mouth. That's such a good idea.
I.
The Bailey sandwich.
It is now.
That's how you do it without getting the icing. I love that she has a method of eating cupcakes. That makes sense. That means you ate a lot of cupcakes. When you devise a technique that is brilliant, it's usually because you eat a lot of them or do a lot of it. But I think, I mean, hey, I'm not a cupcake person, but I commend her.
You see two with tails and many without. There are elves.
If I was a cupcake person, I would 100% eat my cupcakes like that for the rest of time. I almost want to be a cupcake person just to try it.
Specifically here,
I'm going to try it
you see
right now.
two dwarves, but it is kind of an eclectic.
Yes, true Greek belly dancer and honors award.
The temple goes.
Really? So Mike, you had your Calliope. What happened to Calliope? Just went your separate ways, graduated, never saw each other again? That's most of the people I went to high school with. I don't see or talk to anybody from high school. I haven't probably in 10 or 15 years. 15, not 15.
Made of stone.
15 years.
No, they're made of wood.
The last time was probably my high school reunion, which was, I went to my 10-year high school reunion. Last time I ever saw those people. And I didn't even want to go to that. I kind of just went to see what it was like. And I lived down the street still from my high school. So it was fairly convenient. If it wasn't so convenient, I would have never went. And I went and I was like, yep, don't care about any of these people. I don't wish them bad things. I just I don't need them in my life.
I have my theory.
I have you guys. You guys get me through it all.
For more guidance and specifics, but
I always pull the cap of muffins and eat them separately, much less messy.
depending on how much you
That's like, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it the most recent season of Curb Your Enthusiasm? Oh no, maybe it was Seinfeld with the muffins where they would take the tops off the muffins. It might have been Seinfeld, which is also Larry David.
by the surrounding jungle.
But I feel like it'd be something they do in
Part of this
Curb Your Enthusiasm also.
ship that we bring between the Wild Mother and the Wanderer. It is
And then at the end, yeah, definitely was Seinfeld. Because at the end, Newman
creatures are drawn
was hired to eat the bottoms of every muffin, like hundreds of bottoms of muffins.
Scath Strand.
And Newman just did it, because Newman is the man.
Itself is blighted. I believe some call it to refer to it as Blight Shore.
File Blight Shore into my head. I'm picking out keywords that seem important. Right now, Blight Shore
To avoid from what I've read.
is probably important.
But creatures that come from there don't come.
I was a mess in that high school. Post abroad security work, but she was cool. She's a therapist or psych, married and always friendly when reconnecting. Very nice, Michael. It's good to know you stayed in touch and both have your own lives and seem prosperous. I'm sure you're both prosperous. I know you are, sir.
And return them to the earth.
They pooped them out. They pooped the bodies out.
In high school, I was three different people. Freshman and sophomore year, I was unknown, fat little outcast. Junior year, I was emaciatedly skinny because I lost like 60 pounds over sophomore summer break. And then senior year, I was like Mr. Popular and like put on all this muscle because I had started working out. So like I went through like 3 ridiculous changes in high school. And by the end, I really could care less about any of it. I mean, I learned things, but it was unimportant years of my life.
Creatures that do it as well.
My fun years came in college once I figured things out.
Could you tell us more about it?
The lake, it seems, was placed here long ago, we believe, as a beacon from the Wild Mother. And
Oh, did I see the dude? Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Out of curiosity, Jay, what is your upload schedule? Dude, I'm going to finish 2 and 3
here we took but one piece.
this week.
The champion.
And I'll get at least one of them, put it this way, I'll get at least one of them up tomorrow.
And begun the cycle.
And then the next one will be probably around sometime next week after New Year's Day. I'm going to try to catch up so that by Tuesday, when episode 4 comes out, I'm almost caught up. That's my plan. As far as YouTube, I'll edit them up when I can. But for Patreon, that's my plan. I'm going to try to catch up and release them weekly at the 5th episode point. That's my goal. And I think I'll have no problem doing so.
Leave any artifacts behind?
I'm loving it, by the way. I was like extremely, I mean, I thought I'd enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. And I'm not just saying that because it's one of your favorite things. I truly enjoyed it. It was one of the best Disney Plus things I'd seen in a while. Maybe
Self-proclaimed.
ever. I don't know if I could say ever, but I mean, it's in the debate because I can't think of a lot of other things I enjoyed that much. I honestly really enjoyed Willow in the beginning, but then it kind of went downhill. This, phenomenal. Percy Jackson, go check it out. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Yeah, the dude. Honestly, I'm happy you were so into it because nothing against it. It was one of those shows where it probably would have gotten right by me because I just never followed Percy Jackson. So your love of it made me intrigued that much more. And I was like totally in. By like 10 minutes into the episode, I was like 100% my kind of show. All the characters, the actors, so many famous people. Loving horrible people. Loving amazing people. Third episode is the best so far. I wasn't leaping for joy over 1 and 2, but I'm really looking forward to 4. I'm looking forward to all of it at this point. But I'll keep my expectations lower just so I'm that much more pleased.
Can you guys bake me into like a cupcake or something and then eat me?
Yes, let's bake Jester into a cupcake. You know, let's talk a little bit about Critical Role for a second and bake Jester into a giant cupcake like Hansel and Gretel.
Surrounded by statues of people.
At which point your constants go. People and statues. I think I found them.
Oh. She thinks she's found him.
Exterior of the shrine, you can see there, one trying to protect the other. The petrified
Colton. And Clarabelle.
and Clarabelle, your elder,
There we go. More family.
intact, just petrified.
All right, intact but petrified, so we could save them. One of my very good friends growing up was Colton. Only Colton I ever met in my life. And that is the second. But I didn't meet him yet. He's frozen in stone. Colton. I love all the sea names, but they're the Clays, so it makes sense.
Take care of this problem over time. We just have to bring them back.
And isn't Clarabelle,
Who I've mentioned.
wasn't she a cow in like Warner Brothers cartoons or something? Isn't it Clarabelle? Or was it something else?
And who is Gaima?
I think the Mandalorian. Oh, okay. Good point. Yeah, Mandalorian is probably my favorite Disney Plus thing ever. And I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so it's like Mandalorian is probably my favorite. I dug Andor, if we're talking Star Wars. Andor it was good. It was very good. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to talk down, but it was I don't think I liked it as much as some other people. Like a lot of people say that's like the greatest thing ever to come out of like the last 30 years. I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. I think Mandalorian was still better. The first season or two. I think season 3 dropped off a little. But even Boba Fett. I thought the Boba Fett show had a couple really good episodes. But then they had a lot of filler and wastes.
So at this point, it's probably getting pretty close to dusk.
That's my last question before we... How does your ritual work?
I remember a cow, don't know where from. Yeah, it was like, I remember like some black and white spotted cow that would like dance and had like, I feel like she wore like a blue bib or something. Maybe it was like a apron. I don't know. That's what's in my head. That's what I think about at night. Female cows dancing around in aprons.
And other minerals that begin the process of decomposition,
Actually, I think Clarabelle was
as well as preserving.
Beth, I think you are correct. You are correct, Beth. I'm thinking Disney. It is. It's old school Disney, like old Disney.
Revision from
You're right.
either it be
I mean, we figured. Well, you figured it out. I didn't do anything. I just
menagerie should
blurred out a bunch of nonsense.
the body. Then we find them and we convert.
And should we hit the radiators, everybody? Everybody ready for a shot, a radiator break? We're about 20 minutes in. Actually, I think we're at the 2-hour mark. Where's the 2-hour mark?
Within the cave?
We just passed the 2-hour mark, so it's a celebration. It always is. We have an hour and 55 minutes left. We're already almost to halfway likes. 4 more likes, we're halfway. And we got a little under 2 hours. I think we'll make it. We just have to average a like every 10 minutes. And we should hit 50 likes. We cannot disappoint the fans, so we must do so.
The entrance to this cave. I only
Now I want
thing we did.
to make a cocaine lock. What is a cocaine lock?
I would hate to think that more were on the way and that we tried to.
Andor is the best, and you are speaking blasphemy. I think it's the second best. Next to Mandalorian, I would put Mandalorian season 1, maybe then Andor, then probably Mandalorian. I really love Mandalorian season 1. I feel like Andor would sneak in there. It's definitely in my top 3. Put it that way. Definitely in my top 3. Cassian Andor, the character's fine, but I don't know, something about I just don't relate to Cassian as much as I do other characters in the universe. Like the Mandalorian guy, I think, not that I can relate like I'm a freaking bounty hunter Mandalorian guy, but I don't know, I just like, I see things his way more than I see things Cassian's way. If that makes sense. That's the only reason I probably favor one over the other. It's like, I grew up with Boba Fett, so to me the Mandalorian makes sense.
And there are
I don't know.
stairs
That's what I think.
like made of the same stone,
Radiator time, everybody.
so kind of take it in
What is a cocaine lock? Did I miss something somewhere? I'm very curious what that is, but let me know. And we're going to hit the radiators. Meanwhile, everybody, radiators, we're almost there. By the time I smoke and I release all the air, we need 2 more likes. We're halfway, but I'm not going to release the air until we hit it. So I'm just going to sit here and you're going to see me black out from asphyxiating myself with radiators. So don't let that happen, everybody. Radiator time.
Not petrified? Are we alone?
From what you see right now, you're the only one who's been petrified.
We should go up some stairs and into a chamber. Because, you know, I don't think fools can climb stairs.
I can set an alarm at the cave entrance. Just start, but only 9 of us.
I was jokingly going to do something, and then I almost laughed and almost choked, and I had to release the smoke or I would have choked to death. So I ruined my own plan. That's why I started laughing, and then my eyes started tearing. I was like, this is not going to work out. This is not going to work out. I jinxed myself.
It's kind of invigorating sleeping someone else.
I'm just as confused, LOL. I guess you could be forgiven for having a preference. I hope so. Is it a noose lock variant? We're still trying to figure out the cocaine lock, I think.
You don't want to.
Make a good follower of the Traveler mod.
That's true.
I think Not would make a fantastic follower of the Traveler. I don't know how we haven't been swayed already.
No takebacks.
Yeah, so let's not do that. Because if you accidentally drop one, then
We just had this conversation. Harmless pranks,
Yes.
potentially lethal.
killed my sister, and then
And then you've killed my sister. I love... Caduceus, if this happens, then you killed my sister, and now things are weird. That's putting it lightly. If you killed my sister, things wouldn't get weird. Things would get very dangerous for everybody in the vicinity. They would. That's the weird is not the word I'd use. See, I feel like Caduceus is very I don't feel like. Caduceus is straight up uneasy in a lot of these scenarios. Since like an episode or two back when we got into this realm, everything that is nature and his family now is things he's like, respect this. Don't go over there and do things. Like, you have to respect nature. You have to respect my family and the fact that right now they're petrified. Some simple chaotic joke can lead to horrible scenarios. So I totally understand Caduceus being uneasy most of the time right now. What is Ashley Johnson's shirt? I never really paid much attention. I can't read it. What does it say?
You do find
It looks like Dobby or Duffy or something on her shirt.
pulverized rock and dust from individuals that managed to get in the way of this creature when it maybe first or at some point in which it was rummaging through this cave.
Greater Restoration restores spell slots?
Aramis takes moments
Question.
to pray and gather what pieces he can. It's a very solemn climb to the end of the night.
I like that we're going around doing our best to like put it all back together,
Unfamiliar
but
to an individual that their purpose, their family is to bring those to a close.
Soul Society had a revolt over... All right, I got to go back to cocaine. They call it cocaine lock because Greater Restoration requires piles of diamond dust. Cocaine lock because the Greater Restoration... It's the rule-breaking variant of a Sorcerer Warlock multiclass where you have infinite spell slots by never sleeping and constantly casting Greater Restoration. Gonna need something stronger than cocaine. Oh, I know what a cocaine lock is.
Not yet. I'm curious
So,
to see what
all right. A rule-breaking... It's the rule-breaking variant of a Sorcerer or Warlock where you have infinite spell slots by never... That just sounds insane in itself. By never sleeping, constantly casting Greater Restoration.
I understand your reservation. She has done great things.
The other day, there was a new Red Letter Media. Clever. I know you're a fan. I can't remember which one it was, but it was very recently. And in the beginning, one of the guys was talking about Dungeons & Dragons, and he was nerding out, and I actually understood what he was saying, and they were making fun of him. And I was like, I completely understood and didn't even know that there was something to be made fun of. How dare you? But it was like him nerding out, and I guess it was just normal language to me at this point.
What the Wild Mother can do, and this.
I mean, if we watch 4 hours of this a week consistently for the last 3 years almost. I mean, what is it, 2 years now? 2+ years? I don't even remember anymore. All I know is we've watched 2 full seasons of Vox Machina, the animated show. 100 of episodes of this, 4 hours a pop. 400 hours, like half my life is listening to Dungeons & Dragons at this point.
I do like him for that.
He's a little creepy.
If you're really being honest.
It's to the point now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but even when I rant, I stop. Usually 99% of the time at this point, I stop at important things because I can hear everything they're saying, and I kind of just know when things are going to happen because of the way the game is played. So having a better understanding of the game allows me to almost know when to focus at times. Or I'm just so enthralled by Matt's explanations that I just get captivated by it. And then I know something crazy's happening.
I've been thinking about it quite a lot. And I must say, seeing Caduceus reunited with his mother was
beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. Being reunited.
it was nice.
And now Not's turn. I mean, after this whole charade, we gotta do Not.
You don't want to be a goblin?
I don't.
I figure so much.
No.
But what's going
No.
Nothing to do with what's out here, you know. So if you turn yourself back to your old you, wherever you are in your journey and your outlook,
See, right now, like this, I'm intrigued. I want to know what the response is going to be to all this.
Yeah.
you still have to make the same decisions.
It could also be that I favor Not often. So I'm more curious when it comes to Not things, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
I do think your physical appearance, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not everything.
It is a reality, Mr.
Yes, it has an effect on your life.
I feel like if Not wasn't treated like she is because of what she is, it wouldn't affect her as much.
Really one way.
Like, everywhere we go, it's usually an issue half the time.
Do you know? Are you going to
That's an issue that it's basically other people ruin it. Other people make it a thing. But I'm sure she wants to be herself on top of it.
I think I've made a decision.
Oh, Not's making the call. Let's do it.
But that's two decisions. I've made the first.
The second decision is, do I
Change back.
stay or do I go?
But what happens afterwards, I won't know until I get there, I think.
I say one step at a time. You won't know till you get there. I agree. Until you're in that body again, maybe you won't really know for sure.
miss you if you go?
I'll miss all of you if I go. I'll miss you most of all.
I have to see Caleb's face. My angle, the clock is blocking. If you see the camera, I'm just lowering the clock for a second, but I'm going to put it like that. Caleb's whole head was blocked out, and I can't see his emotions emote.
It's been
Is that
wonderful saving your life
a double
and again.
meaning? Emotions emote. I feel like emotions emoting is the same thing.
Use your life to do godlike things. And I hope I'm there to see it.
Can I admit something to you?
Go ahead.
It is a blessing to have family again.
Now Liam dipped his head and I can't see it again.
I mean that in the realest sense of the word. It has been a blessing to me, and I am so grateful for your presence next to me on the
I must see his face, so I'm sorry. I'm going to lower this a little more. Stop glitching on me.
I don't know what our family is.
work in progress, Fat.
Yeah. Not my... Well, baby steps, I suppose.
By the time I'm done, it's going to be over.
And I don't want to make anybody shovel 50 pounds of clay while we're here. So
All right. Well, we understand now. I get it. All right. We see where we're at.
Absolutely.
At least we're not. I mean, I like that though. We got a little side conversation. Not explains. I feel like Not's coming up very soon.
time. Good night, Caleb.
I thought, honestly, I already thought not would have been coming up before we even did Caduceus thing. Once we figured out the whole thing with the witch and everything, I thought that might be priority, but not kind of made it like I want to think about it, so let's do something else.
Caduceus.
I'm Salam. Hi. Jester.
I got a thing I need to do. Ignore anything you hear in the next 5 minutes. It's
Wait,
fine.
what are you doing?
It's just a thing.
What are you doing?
I got a thing I gotta do. Ignore the next 5 minutes. That almost sounds like he's going to whack off or something. You guys, I got a thing I need to do. It's been a while. Don't come and get me for 5 minutes.
Rare gift.
That's what I think he's doing.
Honest right now. An empty town with a bunch of unlocked doors. And no consequences.
Oh my god.
We could get into every single one of these huts.
You can learn so much about people. I can like
Uh-huh.
everybody's bed.
My God.
We should do it.
It's gonna be a great night.
Cannon.
But
Cannon,
but
this is not good talk. It's funny talk. It's entertaining talk.
okay, yeah.
You think anyone else wants to come?
Look at Ford. Ford and Caduceus are just like, well, I mean, they're not like it because they don't know what's happening. But Talzin and Travis,
Just
look at his face. Look at Travis.
he's really good. He's really like noble.
Yeah.
I just realized someone probably answered it earlier, but Ashley's shirt says daddy. Oh, and I just saw M. Gormley did. And hello, M. Gormley. Oh, and I see Clever said it too. It's a bowling shirt that says daddy. And M. Gormley said it. Pretty sure her shirt says daddy.
Hey, you asleep?
I wonder why. Honestly, once you said it, it kind of looks like DeJesus's bowling shirt from The Big Lebowski. The same color and everything, I feel like.
As frozen.
There was so many people cosplaying as that at not just The Big Lebowski, but as the Jesus.
Think about it. We've got this is ours.
And we're beyond halfway on the likes, everybody, just in case you didn't notice. We only need 23 more in the next hour and 45 minutes, and we're there. How, just throwing it out there now so we can anticipate hitting 50, because we're very likely going to. Should we watch the first 30 minutes of the live stream, and then we'll finish the rest of it on the next one? Because I just realized we were going to do that whole thing as one. But we could start it today and then end it next week. That's totally fine. Or, I don't know. I don't know how else we do it, because we can't jump ahead and do another.
Potentially 10 years.
They won't know it's been 10 years. It's not going to feel like 10 years for them. It's like they're going to go home. It's all.
And did you hear Aramis say like don't keep track of calendars? It doesn't matter.
Aramis.
Yasha!
Yasha, Caleb, everyone's just roll call. Okay, I'm kind of in.
I'm gonna try to find like some.
I wasn't about it because it seemed like a waste and kind of rude, but now I'm kind of in with the Chaos Crew going door to door.
Put like a pine cone in everybody's hand who's frozen, just so when they all wake up, they'll be like, "What the fuck am I holding a pine cone in my hand for?"
That's really good. Oh, you guys are so good. I don't want to.
See, that's kind of funny, but what if, while placing the pine cone in the hand, they're so fragile the hand breaks off? That's my fear. And that sounds maybe a little specific, but I think that's possible. Some of these stone statues are more beaten and worn. What if the raging mechanical bull clipped guy's hand? Like, say my hand was sticking out and the bull clipped my hand, and my hand is literally cracked inside the stone. And now you put an acorn, and the weight of the acorn just breaks my freaking hand off.
You know, maybe it'll like distract us.
We shouldn't touch the bodies. We shouldn't touch the people. I feel like we should not touch the people.
And then I'm gonna pick one guy to have a sack of
And now we're going to have a sack. Weight is involved.
This is how weird bank holidays get started.
Like, now you have a giant sack. Weight is involved. If you could shatter these people. Or what if you trip? What if you roll badly while putting, I don't know. Not a good idea. They're messing with possible breakings of people.
The person is actually very heavily focused.
I hope it happens. I hope it happens just so I didn't think crazy. Like, I want to be right. So I hope, for the sake of me being right, I'm willing to have someone's hand break off. I don't wish death. Just a hand broken by placing an acorn or a pine cone in it. An acorn in it probably wouldn't do it.
You go and kind of walk across the area, keeping an eye out, and
Narrative telephone should be after episode 99. No,
central temple.
I don't know, obviously. Oh man, that needs to be remedied eventually.
Kind of look closely, and you can tell from
We could watch the last part of a narrative telephone. Oh, okay. Heads up. It's a live show. Yes, we saw that earlier. Oh, that's right, M. Gormley. You came in later, but I was saying I already did see that the next one's live, and we were discussing if we were going to do it in full next week. So maybe that's what we'll do. Narrative telephone is dope. Has Jay watched any of them yet? I don't. I remember it being spoken of way, way long ago, back when I first started all this. But I don't know if I ever watched it. And if I did, I forget. And I do know what narrative telephone is. So it's like I do understand the concept. I just don't recall ever seeing them do it. But I do remember you guys telling me about it years ago. Back when I was doing like the Sam's ads videos and a lot of the reactions to Vox Machina related to the campaign. I was doing like a lot of random stuff back then. And I might have done it, but I don't think I did. Oh my god. So Caduceus went into hiding, said, no one bother me. Don't listen to what's going on. And then he pulled out his bone flute. I know it's not the same, but I said, it sounds like you're going somewhere to do something, you know. And he pulled out his bone flute. So I was right. Technically, I was right. Even though in the method that I was thinking is not quite the same.
And in this moment, this soft smile.
Before episode 112, if Jay wants to understand the book of Caleb
As your feet touch
for narrative, the book of Caleb.
just enough carried in the bottom that when you touch the stone of the interior of the temple, nary a sound is made.
Nary a sound is made.
Presence as you approach, about a foot and a half behind her. She sits there, her toe kind of curling in the water. You can hear she begins to whisper a silent prayer.
She whispers a silent prayer, and Caduceus wails into the Wilhelm horn. That's what I'm calling it. It's the Wilhelm flute. Isn't it Wilhelm? Wilhelm flute? I think it's Wilhelm.
She gets him out of the pool, she chases you.
I got you something. I'll stop at the front of the cave because
He does it good too. I said this before. Caduceus, like, he does it well. It's a horribly annoying sound, but it's funny as hell if done in moderation, and he does it great.
Tackle charges you, you fall on the ground, you both kind of tumble a bit. You fall into your back, and she stands up and puts her foot on your chest, wedges her hair just soaked down in front of her face, going,
My God.
I've been carrying that thing for so long.
I was gonna thank you.
You must have enjoyed that.
My God. See, he's a joker when he wants to be.
It's all coming back to you.
We'll see. I hold it up.
But I mean, I feel like he's allowed to joke when he wants to because it's his family. So if he chooses so, I feel like that's his business.
Oh, around.
It's mine now. Until you earn it back.
Be a shame if something happens to Colton tomorrow.
Oh,
And I start to get up, pick up the crystal. Just saying.
Make a strength saving throw.
make a strength saving throw. I dig that Matt has to be
She sweeps your legs out
like a half a dozen members of Caduceus' family right now.
your hip, and you're like, oh!
Oh man, I missed you.
She reaches down and puts her hand out and picks you up. I missed you too.
Hug.
The hug.
A hug back, kind of a side hug, but like kind of gives into it.
I mean, I expected this kind of family interaction, but it's definitely odd, at least for me. This is weird. I mean, they're very different to one another.
Your friend's done to you.
But I mean, they live in a different kind of world and times, and yeah, I mean, maybe it makes sense for their people.
Well, maybe some family time will do you good.
Actually, you were right about a lot of things.
Just got home from work. What is up, Vero G? He had a note in it in his phone. He had note in his phone. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, that last looks fine. That looks, double check again later. But yeah, the dude, Chimiki, I took a picture. Chimiki posted it, and I said I'm going to have a picture taken so I remember, because that will never, I'll never find it in the chat.
Leaving home changes.
But I did see it. I'll see how it lines up with what is coming out when it's coming out. We've had no problems with anything because all the shows I normally do around this time of year have been delayed by like a half a year, if not more. Cobra Kai and Stranger Things would have already been over and done with by now, or going on like right now. One year, Cobra Kai came out, I think it was January 1st. I think it was like New Year's Day. I can't remember if it was last season or the one before, but right around now, and from October to basically January, I'd have myself booked solid. But we're doing Percy Jackson. We're doing all other things because there's nothing else going on right now. All my shows. I mean, I could start other shows, but I'm like, that's why I'm doing Percy Jackson. But I all my favorite shows are delayed. And they're all ending. They're also last seasons. So even once they do happen, I'm almost not even in a rush because they're done. And then I'll start a whole bunch of new stuff on YouTube.
Pushing out in 4 or 5 different places.
I'm a very good soldier. Chimiki Paro. As I spit all over myself, you are a glorious, glorious human being. I agree. I concur. So does Leonardo DiCaprio. Before episode 1. Oh, okay. I already read all that. So we're dealing with family still. I feel like this whole episode. Well, I mean, the episode's called Family Shatters. So I feel like most, if not all, is going to be dedicated to family time.
By the stone build and whatever enchantment kind of holds the bottom of the temple pool floor. And from those points, they seem to continue to extend. As these long, thin, crooked, almost pseudopod-like extensions begin to grow out of them, like roots. Like a potato that's been left in a pantry too long and begins to just expand. You begin to recall.
Look at Caduceus' face. He's like, he's gonna friggin' explode. Is he gonna explode? Is he gonna explode?
At their final destination. She goes,
The final destination.
I think I remember something like that.
You do.
You said you found some of these?
He pulls him in.
Here, you think?
I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
you throw the handful of crystals that you had refined, and as they all kind of slowly settle down, you watch as one by one they all begin to expand in the same way.
What
These
is occurring?
points kind of like jutting out, another slower, almost like branches beginning to grow from the crystal, like they become these odd, small hearts with veins extruding to fine points. Like, it's very, very
Okay.
odd, but weirdly beautiful.
I'm happy that Matt said it's very, very odd, because I'm like, am I missing something, or am I just really confused? And he's kind of saying I'm supposed to be.
Partially germinated seeds.
It's time to take them home.
I guess so.
Anyone know what Liam's shirt says? I definitely don't because the clock is blocking out his torso.
I don't. I don't know if.
It might say something. Something. I think the first two words are something. I could be wrong though. I'm just double checking. All right, everyone is alive and well. Back in good old 1955.
Just don't take too long.
I was gonna send them with you. But.
With me?
Have we seen Ninja yet? I have not seen Ninja yet. And this is, we're almost an hour in. If Ninja does not show up, Ninja could be very busy at work. It might be a very busy weekend, New Year's weekend. I'm going to give Ninja 13 minutes because at 13 minutes we'll be at the 1 hour mark as far as progression. And I'm just making shit up so we could hit the radiators and have drinks. But either way, it makes sense. And Ninja, if you're there, 13 minutes, come join us. If you're there, if you hear us. Ninja, do you hear us? We're reaching out to your soul in Pizza Land. I'm going to call it Pizza Land. I know it's Pizza Hell, but I'll be positive and call it Pizza Land today because maybe it's prosperous with joy. And we don't want negative, unoptimistic opinions of it.
Someone's got to pull this out first, and she pushes you into the pools. Now watch is over.
I kind of dig this sister.
I put all three up on the ledge. I make a grab for the hand.
I make a grab for the hand.
This would be Dex.
What is this reminding me of? The interaction he's having right now is reminding me so much of somebody from a movie where they're just like constantly going at each other, but like lovingly, playfully.
Her hand slips out, and she puts her foot forward. Not painful.
I mean, it's happened in a bazillion things, but I feel like it's specifically reminding me of something. Almost like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith kind of thing.
Later then.
You still have water breathing.
We shall rule over this land and call it this land. I love it. Clever name, beer, beer, beer. See you in 13. All right, Clever is ready.
I'm gonna soggy my way back.
We shall call it this land.
As you walk past, you can't help but being the high perception caduceus you
Boop,
are.
boop, 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 boop. Guessing something wick. Oh, wait, I think Daniel's right. That was my guess. I think Daniel's right because honestly, now that I'm thinking back to the Patreon hour, I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I can't see it from the first word down, but I'm pretty sure that rang a bell when I heard it.
Stone and locked in various phases of fear or anger as you begin.
Big game this week. I don't know, for you football people. By the way, championship week of fantasy football, I'm already ahead by 30 points, and my opponent only has 5 players left. I'm pretty much 90% guaranteed to win, and I get like $1,000, or I think I get $700 or something like that. So that's awesome. It'll be 3 straight years I've gotten first place in this league, and I don't even run it. I just kind of like do it on the side. Awesome. But the Saints, the New Orleans Saints, if they win this week, they're back in first place. And I'm very excited. There's 2 games left. They have to win them both to get into first and stay in first. But big game coming up this Sunday. So I'm probably going to go crazy at the bar and lose my goddamn mind because it's also New Year's Eve.
The wild mother right now.
It's not temples, it's their huts.
Doing the house.
They're not temples, they're huts.
That people definitely masturbate in are not fucking temples.
They're cloisters in the temple of the.
What's a cloister?
What's a cloister?
It's a place where you masturbate.
Not arguing with that.
Is that really? I mean, follow me on this rant. one, I've never heard of a cloister before. Is that really the definition of what it is? And two, what isn't a Pokemon a cloister? Wasn't there a Pokemon named a cloister? Because I feel like there was. Or something close to that. I played a lot of Pokemon Go. I've never seen the show or the movies. But I feel like there was a cloister in my Pokedex.
What do you want me to do then?
You drink from it.
Oh,
Oh dear, God in heaven, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Everyone's... I think we should call it your grave. That looks like a clam. Yes. It was a clam, right? A cloister? I'm pretty sure a cloister was a clam. And if I'm right, then Caduceus not arguing with it had nothing to do with masturbation. Cloister, this trial, yeah, Cloister was a Pokemon. All right. So I do know what it is. I just immediately thought it was a different word and that I never heard of that in my entire life.
I'm going to take underwear that I find and just leave it in weird places in the house.
I'm going to take underwear and leave it in weird places. Great. So now people might think I guess it wouldn't really matter.
No, 10.
Okay.
But it's underwear.
Right.
It's a 10, but it is underwear. 10-year-old underwear.
Temple to the Wild Mother, the south end of Wildmount. You gather within a short time of searching. The people here probably not that into underwear. There's just none. They're probably
They're free balling it. How funny is that? And that would make sense. These people don't use underwear. So even if you rolled good, it didn't matter. We're not finding any.
What's underwear? All these people with no undies. You?
All these people with no undies.
Of course. Of course.
Answering this question.
Do you wear underwear? Do you wear boxers or briefs? Tiny whities?
I love that she's going down the line asking everyone's preference.
Huggers.
I'm gonna imagine huggers.
Yeah, me too.
How white are tidy whities in medieval times? Let's be honest. Deep maroon, I would
A hugger is a set of underwear that really hugs.
Yeah, I feel like Bo, having grown up the way she did, would be accustomed to it. I feel like Caleb could be freeballing it. I feel like Ford wants to. Caduceus, clearly we already just found out. I feel like Yasha's got some...
Huggers.
If you wanted to.
Do you rock a camo? I don't understand.
I feel like Yasha might go commando.
What do you need an extra?
Somebody said, do you go camo? Did they say, do you go camo? It's commando.
I don't know. It's just.
Keep your pants.
Like an extra pair of pants underneath?
I mean, that's technically what they are. Yeah.
already back to
See, I feel like back in those days, I feel like just for warmth and protection, you'd wear layers anyway. Like maybe it wouldn't specifically be underwear, but I feel like in the westerns and stuff, they wear long johns. I feel like you'd have like some sort of long john type clothing just for warmth and extra coverage. It wouldn't even be about like anything else other than just like being like convenient to have. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I would have as much layers as humanly possible, just so I could like. You ever see homeless people? There's homeless people all around the arcade, and I'm friends with some of them, and they'll come in and I'll make them food and stuff, and they'll literally be like, "You mind if I change my layers?" And they'll literally like take layers off and then take those, have them washed at the laundromat, and then like it's like they layer up because it's a convenient way of just not having to worry about clothes and carry everything. Odd, but it's a way to do it. And that's kind of what they're doing. They're just going from place to place.
things that you can find that are taking root on the exterior of the lake. A bunch of weird things. It's almost
Underpinning keep you out of
like sea cucumber.
underpinnings keep your outer clothes clean longer. Washing clothes is a pain in the butt. I lost my Discord because of a new phone. Hey Jay, a cloister is also a place isolated where nuns or monks live. Really? That I did not know. Dark Wolf, I don't know if I've also said hello to you. I don't believe I did. Cloister is a place with nuns or monks. That I never heard. I've heard of like abbeys or a convent. I was going to say a covenant, but it's a convent. An abbey. I've never heard of a cloister. But good to know, good to know. Definitely not a place of masturbation, is what you're telling me. Because that's what Caduceus said. Or Laura. Jester, whoever.
Yes, with the hood and the cape.
With the hood and the cape.
Nice little dick out of it. The silhouette of a dick. And then with the cape, I'm going to make it open up just a little bit the bottom so it looks like the road going up, and I'm going to make the archway like engraved. I'm going to make it look really beautiful. A really pretty.
Laura spends a lot of time talking about dicks. I mean, it is Jester. I shouldn't label Laura like that. Jester spends a lot of time talking about dick. It's almost like an infatuation, especially for someone that doesn't get a lot of action. Like Bo hooks up with people all the time. Like Jester's not doing anything with anybody. She's very, very into dicks. That's why I always wear at least 6 pairs of undergarments at all times. Hi, Laura's parents. Laura's parents. Yes, that's why. I mean, when I go out now, usually I'm out for if I leave the house and I'm like doing work, like my trucks are on jobs or something, I wear like my boxers, and then I have heated pants and jeans and a heated shirt and like a regular shirt and a heated vest and then a vest over my heated vest. I wear like 10 layers, and then I have no sleeves, and I'm able to maneuver quickly, and I stay warm all day, and then I just turn shit on as I need it heated. I layer this shit. Back in the day, I would go out in my freaking underwear with no shirt on and freeze my ass off and be like, I'm young and I don't care. Now I'm all about comfort and convenience. Like, look at this. I'm totally breaking everything I just said, because under this, all I got is my boxers and a t-shirt. So I'm not layered up here, but this thing is warm. This thing is very warm.
No, and yeah, if you're not feeling it, that's okay.
I'm asking you to open your head to chaos is a great line. I'm asking you if. Oh, I think it's if. I'm missing a word because I can't read it yet. When that goes up, I'll confirm it. We're going to have a drink, and then we're doing Radiators, guys. It is we've been on for 1 hour of content. 1 hour of content moment. There is 1 hour and 20 minutes left, I believe. Hour and 25 minutes left. So drinky time. Everyone get ready. I'm asking you to open your heart to chaos is a great line. Got it. I was like, I know something's not right.
Get some sleep, Caleb. We may need to teleport in the morning.
Okay, I'll prepare that one, but I'm busy right now.
So, Caleb, what are you working on?
It's fine. I cast Fortune's favor on myself, and I have been trying to figure
By the way, I don't know if I told you guys, this is my normal vitamin water, but I did drop a few shots of vodka in it because it's our New Year's celebration. So just in case I didn't say it earlier, there is alcohol in this. And there is obviously radiators happening. So I just wasn't specifying shots like I normally do. I honestly figure the shots, I get out of hand when I do shots. Like I'll be like, let's do another one. And then I like lose track. If I make a drink and I know exactly what's in it, I maintain and monitor my drinking much better. So I just made a hearty beverage that will last us by far the entire live stream. And we have our radiators. So I'm having a good old time over here. Just in case you guys are like, Jay, what kind of party is that without booze? I mean, you don't have to have booze, but I want it. I want it. Give me booze. That's what I say. All right, everybody, radiator time.
Really, all that it's missing is a power source that's strong enough.
I think we got about an hour and 20 minutes left, so we're approaching the halfway point. We are more than halfway on the likes, but we've hit an abrupt stop. We hit 27, and I haven't seen one in like 15, 20 minutes. So, I don't know if we're going to hit 50 likes, but we're on pace because it's a long one. We've had hour and a half to 2 hour live streams consistently for the last month or two. This is the first 2.5 one we've had in a while. 100% international. Ironically, that was maximum chaos. Open your gear to chaos. All right, radiators, shots, whatever you choose. Here we go.
Get my family back home and then.
To your home?
Could we teleport there?
Well, I cannot do that. I could get us to our friend who can, or it might take an extra step. We can't go direct.
The closest you can get them is Zadash.
All right, closest we could get is to Zadash.
Feeling good?
Close enough that it's an easy journey for them, and then we can get on our way. To
By the way, if anybody wants one of these, I'm just letting you know from personal experience, I'm almost 6 feet tall, and this thing is a medium and fit me almost perfect. So if anybody is thinking about buying one of these,
I appreciate that.
I am 6 foot at about 100. Well, I've lost a lot of weight, but weight shouldn't matter because honestly, there's so much baggage here. Like, look how baggy this thing is. I could fit like another me inside if I needed to. But as far as height,
See you in the morning.
I would say a medium. I wouldn't want a large, put it that way. Knowing how it fits, and I'm probably like 5'11". I'm not exactly 6 feet. I'm probably 5'10", 5'11". With my boots on, I'm probably 6 foot. But regardless, if you're thinking of buying one of these, I would say if you're anywhere in that range, unless you like it extremely baggy and long, get a medium.
There's already been activity.
I also think my sister said large wasn't even available. I think she said they were sold out of large. And when she asked, they were like, honestly, medium should be fine. And they were right.
And the majority of your family that has been
They're also, I totally forgot this whole thing. They're also, I didn't get this on Christmas because someone stole it from our mailbox. If you've ever bought anything from Critical Role, they wrap their boxes in Critical Role tape. And it's very beautifully done. They ship it very nice and everything. But you could clearly see it's Critical Role. The mailbox was so full and the box was so big, even if the mailbox was empty, it wouldn't have fit. So the postman or whatever, post person, I don't even know if it was the post office. I forget if it was FedEx or UPS or whatever. They usually bring it to my door. They left it on the railing by the street and somebody stole it. We have it on camera and then it's gone. Cause like my cameras are motion censored, but it's like so far down because I have like a 1/4 mile driveway that you could see it there. And then at like one point it like just disappears because the cameras flicker, like they move. So you don't get like everything. So somebody jacked my freaking sprinkle costume. How funny is that? Somebody literally stole my sprinkle costume. So we had to file. My sister got it for me, so we had to file for a return. And Critical Role had to charge for the shipping again because they're like, it's not our fault and we're already sending you a free set of shit again. So they had to resend all the stuff, and that's how I got this late. I got it I think I got it yesterday. But somebody stole my goddamn sprinkle costume. I've never had my mail, I can't remember my mail ever getting stolen. But my guess was it was sitting on the railing. Somebody probably was like, oh crap, that's Critical Role. Or maybe they just jacked it and didn't even care what it was. But this is all it was. It was this. Imagine that. Imagine you stole someone's mail and you're like, oh, this is probably something good. And it's a giant sprinkle costume. Like, I would love it. I do love it. But can you imagine what those people I if I see someone outside of my town wearing this goddamn costume, I'm gonna beat him up. It's going to be like Mallrats with the Easter Bunny. I'm going to see like a kid walking around in a sprinkle costume down the street, and I'm going to think he stole mine, and I'm going to beat up some random teenager. I mean, it could be anybody, but I speculate it's teenager because there's this group of kids that walks around my neighborhood all the time, and they're little brats, and they're annoying. So I just accuse them because of it.
These thick bracers and the staff.
I've had kids hit my mailbox with a baseball bat, but that's about it. Yeah, like recently I told my sister there's been this group, and I live in like a nice area, but there's this group of like uppity rich kids that walk around in a group of like 6 or 8, and I see them around my streets all the time, and they walk right in the middle of the street, and you'll be like, excuse me, beep, beep, can you get out of the way? And they won't even turn around. They'll just like walk right in the middle of the street and act like they own it, and I'm like, I'm going to run these kids over one day. They're got to be like 16 years old, like seniors in high school, juniors in high school. And they literally are just these rich assholes that walk around like, don't beep at me. I own everything. And I'm going to find one of them in this costume, and I'm going to beat them to death. That's what's going to happen. That's the rant I just went on. Beating children in sprinkle costumes on Christmas. I had some medical supplies get stolen from my door. See, that's worse too. That's even worse because you probably need it. I don't need a sprinkle costume to survive, even though I'd like to think I do. You might need medical supplies to live. You might need vitamins and medications and stuff. My cat Minnie got lost in shipping, and they just sent. Oh no, it is cat. Your Caduceus Minnie got lost. I thought I read it as cat, and I'm like, oh my god, they shipped your cat. They shipped Michael's cat. By the way, I still haven't seen Ninja. Ninja, if you're hearing this and you were busy in Pizza Hell, we feel for you. We wish you the best. If we don't see you in the next hour, there's about an hour and 15 minutes left. If we hit another 20 likes, we're about 20 likes away from another 30 minutes into the next episode. If we hit that, we're going to be here for another 2 hours. I just would like to see Ninja before the year is up. Did Ninja say anything about going on? I say this all the time. Whenever Ninja is this late, I feel like he told us he's on vacation or hiking or camping or something.
We should save one spell for.
Oh, yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. I was thinking about it also. Okay, so I can bring one person back. But also, I think I want to try something if you think it would work.
Let's do it.
I'm not sure if it would work.
Well, okay. I was thinking about what spells I have.
I have something I'm thinking about if you think it would work. Well, you need to tell me what you're thinking of so I can let you know if I think so.
I don't know if that would work.
He's intrigued by it, I feel like.
What if we put them together and then we stone shaped?
I can't stone shape today, but
I can because I thought about it.
if you want to try.
I'd say try it. I don't know exactly what might happen, but
That would work.
I am not an expert on this.
I don't know much about what she's talking about, but I would try it. If my go-to was if Caduceus looks like it might work, I'll go with it. Because Jester's so crazy, I don't know half the time. But if Caduceus is like, honestly, I don't know, then I'm curious. And he just did that.
Follower of the travel after meeting him, the guy?
No, it's one of the favorite.
I've got 4 more like coming in later.
I'll take it.
When so this happened very recently, I'm assuming.
As you go over to Clarabelle, who is
Haven't heard anything from Ninja. I just saw them for. I just saved them
what would be like the mid-teen,
in case. I gotcha, Michael.
bright-eyed.
Yeah, no, I don't recall. I mean, honestly, there was way more expensive and crazier things that could have gotten stolen. So I guess if it's gonna be this, I guess it could have been worse. And I got another one. My sister said Critical Role was basically like, we'll send you another one. You just got to pay the shipping. And now we got to go to the post office and get our shipping back because it's like $25. Critical Role has very high shipping, but I understand they got costs. But the post office messed up. We agreed with Critical Role that the post office shouldn't have left it on the rail. That's ridiculous to leave it on the rail. It's like a quarter mile away from my front door. Literally, I live I live on a ranch, a 3-acre ranch. So my driveway is like a quarter mile. And to leave it on the rail, that's just like asking to get stolen. So no one ever does that. If they do it, it's their fault. So Critical Role was like, we'll send you a new one, but at least pay the shipping and then get reimbursed from the post office. So we had to file a claim with the post office. It's a whole bunch of bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. Somebody's got to deal with it. And usually I ask Bill Murray for assistance.
It's been about 10 years, apparently 8 years since you left. It's been 10 years since Mom left, so it's been a while. Let's hold on. I gotta do this, and I'm gonna wake up Colton.
So Colton has
All right, now Colton.
protective position for Clarabelle. Immediately goes
Colton is rising. Colton, older brother, they said? Clarabelle and Colton, I believe he said we're both older brother and sister.
Everything's okay.
Is Colton the oldest? What is the order of siblings? Is Clarabelle older than Colton? Colton was, a brother would protect his sister probably normally in general, regardless of age. But I feel like, is Colton protecting her, showing that he is the eldest also? Because you'd also probably be more protective if you're the oldest. So it could be like an older thing or like a brotherly thing. I don't know.
Think about that. I'm gonna head back to where we're figuring out Corin. I'm sure they're coming.
I don't know why, but when I picture them, I half the time think of like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, even though I know what a furball looks like. Like I feel like they're like giant beast-like creatures. Hey Jay, sorry if you answered this earlier. I wasn't in the beginning. Can you live stream full the next episode? Dark Wolf, depending if we had 50 likes. We'll probably start it if we have 50 likes, is what I meant. And we're very likely going to do it in full, which would mean we wouldn't have a Patreon hour. It's up to you guys. If we could do the whole thing in full, but then we wouldn't have a Patreon hour or a YouTube video this week. But either way is fine with me, especially if it's just occasionally when we do things like this for fun. And the next one I already saw, it's under 4 hours. If you take out the break and the intro, it's under 4 hours. So, you guys let me know what you think. I could do a shorter YouTube video, or I could do no Patreon hour and do like a 30, like say we hit 50 likes. I think we're still going to hit 50 likes because we need 20 more likes and we got over an hour. So it's very possible we're hitting 50 likes. But I'm thinking maybe don't do a Patreon hour and do a 30-minute YouTube, or do a Patreon hour and don't do a YouTube video, and we'll do the vast majority. But I'll do the whole thing. I don't know. It depends what you guys think. Either way, it's all the same to me because I'm watching it with you guys. So either way, it's all the same to me. I just usually do it the way I do it because it extends it out through the week. But if you guys want to take a break, I know New Year's Day is Monday. So Tuesday would normally be when we would do it, or I'd release it. So we just wait till Friday and do the whole thing. It's fine with me.
All we would have to do is stick this stone back together, and then we could bring them
Stick the stone back together. That sounds like a rhyme or something. Stick the stones back together.
attempted such a ritual before. I would hope that if you do it gently,
I'm down for whatever, but I'm not paying for Patreon. Either way is fine with me. I'm good. Either way.
What if we bring her back and
We'll put it this way. Regardless, we're going to get at least half of it on the live stream.
She feels nothing at the moment.
But like I said, either way, I honestly, I get why it would make more sense to do it in full because of the fact that it's a live stream.
Should I give it
But we've done it before both ways, so.
Try to do healing immediately if she
after we bring her back?
starts screaming horribly.
I'll be there.
That's my fear. My fear is it doesn't work and she starts screaming. Like, what would you do? I don't even want to think about it. What would you do if, like, it didn't work and the person is just there now? Like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. You can't undo it at that point. Or I guess you could petrify them again.
It's petrified.
I guess you just get, like, I would have someone on standby and be like, if this doesn't work, petrify them again. But then at that point, would it even be possible to help them? Because now you woke them up. They may have sustained like internal damage, and then you froze them again with internal damage. I don't know. The whole thing is bizarre.
I can turn that to stone. But again, no guarantees. Nothing is foolproof.
Yeah, see, like, people have opinions, and they sound good. There are several different options, and most of them sound reasonable.
Putting it back together
But if we're wrong, we're talking about a person.
stuff.
Maybe you could just use your stone shaping to sort of smooth the edges.
Seal it up?
Just kind of like tuck them together.
Well, let's give that a go. We're gonna try that.
All right, we're going to try that. All right, let's see what happens.
Bring it out. So he sets his 5 pieces of amber into a rough circle on the ground. 10 minutes later, he
By the way, I'm hooked on the black and white Arizona. What is that? I don't even know. Arizona like iced tea? Hooked on the black and white. I don't know what that is. The clays look like Arizona cans. Oh, okay. So we're talking Arizona iced tea. I'm down for whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Or that. Think we should watch the Everyone Reacts to the Narrative Telephone. That's like 30 minutes long. I haven't seen an Arizona around here for a while. Honestly, Clever, I was thinking the same thing. I used to see Arizonas everywhere, and I'm sure they're still around. If I really thought about it, I probably have seen one. But, like, I feel like they were so much more popular back in the day. I don't see, like, Arizona iced teas. I still see Snapple all over. But mostly I see energy drinks. Everywhere I go is just energy drinks, Snapple, and like your staple sodas like Coke and Pepsi and root beer and stuff like that. But like I don't ever really recall seeing, like it's just not in the forefront anymore, Arizona. Not around here at least. And I live in Jersey and I don't see it. Maybe it's big in Arizona. I don't know. I'm assuming, I mean, one would think that it was made in Arizona, but it's probably not. It's probably made in Tahiti. They probably make Arizona iced tea in Tahiti.
Good medicine.
Natural one up and real bad. Okay.
I actually might finish. I was going to say there's no way I'm going to finish this by the time we're done. I'm down to like less than a quarter. And we have at least an hour left.
You kind of mold over and smooth each element of the fractured elements of the body. There are pieces missing.
All right. There are pieces missing.
Those gaps with the existing material.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do it too much.
Right, but finding it in ways where you think at the very least it should have a cohesive, continuous.
See, the way Matt's describing it is, it seems like it's working.
You just move your fingers across.
I don't know.
Lines as it rotates.
This is like,
Seal and seal and seal.
like I said, we're dealing with a person at this point. This is like a life.
The crowd kind of gathers of those who have been restored.
Arizona iced tea is actually from Brooklyn. Is it? I honestly, most iced tea companies, like, I mean, everything I know is made in New York that like is locally popular. Usually it's made from New York or somewhere around like that area. So I was almost going to say, because there was like Long Island iced tea and
And then I'm gonna use.
it might even be Snapple, but there are like many iced tea companies specifically because my uncle used to be involved with it. It's literally called Long Island iced tea, one of them. There was like a whole thing with it. You go look it up. It was involved in many shenanigans. But
Warm pulse of the divine
I was gonna almost say New York, but I felt that would be too on the nose and not the case, and it was.
Where her fingers touch, you can see the gray drift into colored fabric.
I'm gonna have to Google that shit.
Body is restored
Yeah,
to
check them, Clever.
flesh form.
We need fact checking.
There's a moment of
Check out Long Island Iced Tea. I'm pretty sure Long Island Iced Tea wasn't made anywhere because it ended up being a massive scam where people were like laundering money and stuff. So it technically wasn't made anywhere. Well, they did have it. It was around. They did make it, but it was a front.
Just because I'm curious. 10, 15, 18, 23 instant.
okay. What's going on?
Oh,
Okay.
Why am I so stiff?
Well,
Be very.
oh my God, is she
Be very careful. You've had a rough.
petrify her again? She has stone body parts.
it's just getting healed.
Curious if there would be scarring.
Why am I so stiff? I'm
We're fine. You can't creep us out.
Just help me.
There you go. Wow.
You see, as Corin stands up, and you see this is a kind of all the family of the Clay family.
I'm very worried for Corin right now. Like, I mean, it seems,
Constance is on it.
I don't know. She's not screaming in pain. That's a plus.
Hair itself, kind of the fading pink, not quite as faded as yours.
I mean, she seems a little beaten. Like, she seems like someone that, like, fell and, like, or, I don't know.
You can see that
She's not screaming.
Clarabelle has stained it all a variety of different colors. As she stands up, Corin's like, breath is shallow, but she looks around and takes in the other
All right.
stored pieces.
So far, so good.
The folks around
Because she's
the broken stone.
able to function and acknowledge her surroundings. So she's not, like, that bad.
Well, whatever you did, thank you.
Everyone's fine. We're all here.
Apparently, the Clay stay together once more.
Caduceus family, some of them are cleric. With time and spells, she would heal.
Calliope steps forward and goes,
All right, so that's kind of what I was thinking. As long as we're not screaming and dying, and there is probably things we could do because she's functional. So I guess now we're good.
into the crystal roots
At this point, something would have probably happened if it wasn't
around.
gonna be all right.
Cornelius kind of
It could also just be when you get shattered into pieces and put back together,
we did something right.
you're a little stiff.
Pats you in the
I don't know. It's never happened to me, but I feel like you'd be a little stiff.
We, my friends, one of them's can get us closer to home quickly. Not quite to home, but close.
That would be great. That was a long walk. My feet are really sore.
Have you ever been to Rexentrum?
What's a Rexentrum?
What's a Rexentrum?
Have you ever been to?
What's a Rexentrum? That's older sibling talk. Well, they're not screaming. They're probably fine. That's I guess what we're gonna use as a baseline. If you're not screaming in pain, what if her threshold for pain is so good though? What if she's like can't show weakness and this old woman is just like, oh my God, I freaking hurt so bad, but she's like can't cry. I just can't show it. Maybe what if they're those kind of warrior type people? And she is bleeding internally and just so tough.
Go incognito once we are there.
Let's.
I don't think that's the case. I'm just speaking crazy because I think it's hilarious. I don't think it's hilarious that an old woman would suffer. I think it'd be hilarious. Okay, I thought it'd be hilarious if an old woman would suffer. No, but I didn't think that at all.
You get a little bit of a glimpse.
A little bit
Corin is definitely restored.
of a glimpse. Everybody,
There is
we are 18 likes away. 18 likes away, and I think we're at the 1 hour countdown.
some elements of where
1. Oh my God, we're way past it. 3:35. I thought it was 45. We're down to 45 minutes. The final 45 minutes. And we're 18 likes away. We need to average 1 every 3 minutes, or else we fail at everything. And we're definitely gonna do what we're gonna do is narrative telephone. I think it was Clever. Clever, I think you were the one that said it. Yeah, right up there. Clever said it. 30 minutes, we'll do narrative telephone. That'll work perfectly because we could get that in and then do the whole thing on Friday. The live stream on Friday. If anything, I'll do maybe 30 minutes. We'll see how it goes, but maybe I'll do like 30 minutes for YouTube just to get something out between now and then. But I promise all of it will be either live stream or YouTube. We'll skip the Patreon hour because it's the end of the month anyway, and we're going into January. And then I don't know. Maybe we'll just do the whole thing Friday. There's no. I guess I just like getting something out in between now and then, but we really don't have to. So either way, 18 more likes. We're doing narrative telephone. If not, maybe that's what I'll do. If we don't hit 50 likes, I'll do narrative telephone as a YouTube video. That's what we'll do. That'll work out good.
So what happens now? You plant the little crystal dudes and...
You see Cornelius pulls back his... I have no idea.
Cornelius. Wait.
She takes it.
Wait, that's in the tower, isn't it? Wintercrest name drops the end game. What's in the tower? Who's picking the narrative telephone episode? Oh, I thought it was... Wait, who's picking the narrative telephone episode? I thought you were saying narrative telephone was before the next episode. Was I incorrect? Was I misunderstanding? I thought narrative telephone was at the live episode that we're watching next.
No, he's always been as prickly. But he means well.
Oh.
I can hear you. Not true, but thank you.
I'll try and return.
Caleb starts drawing on the floor.
Are we all
Listen to the voice of this guy.
If you wouldn't mind.
Can we fit everybody?
Anybody who gets there in 6
That guy, I mean, Matt started talking like that. I immediately got distracted. I was like, oh my God. What was his name? Macintosh?
Oh, Chester,
Did it say Macintosh?
Soul, do you have...
There's like 8 episodes of narrative telephone. Well, the Caleb one should be before 112. Was during the pandemic break
there you go.
after 99. Forrest the Runner, what is up? Can't join today, guys. Really excited for the next episode. Forrest, it's good to see you as always. I'm sure you have things to do. The Caduceus one of fitting for this episode. Should probably start with the first one. It gets more interesting later. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're getting close. We're inching closer. Every time I look, there's another like or two. I'm thinking radiators. Because I think we're like,
That's who I'm going to send a message to.
we're about, we're like under 45 minutes. So radiators. This one it goes out to everybody in the world. No, it goes out to everybody here. Happy New Year approaching. I hope all of you have a glorious New Year. Safe. Be safe. Don't do anything crazy. Don't think like Jay did 10 years ago and do anything that remotely went through his mind then at that point. Radiators, shots. Right now. And if Ninja's there, we feel you, Ninja. Whoa, that sounds perverted. I don't feel you, Ninja. I love you. You're good. You're a good person, but I don't feel you. I am with you.
I'm not there anymore. My studies have shifted.
Wait,
Good luck.
Recia Uvasik?
They said we are good to go. Let's head out.
Right? I think it's wrong.
Ricia Usovic?
Did you finish the circle?
No, I'm waiting for confirmation that we know
Ricia Usovic. I don't know if that's...
You fixed it?
Yeah, they said that we're okay to go.
Oh, hey, Clay found
Plus, the narrative are really short compared to episodes. I got some skunk for Christmas. I kind of love it. I am pleased that you are satisfied, my friend Clever. Archimist. The CAD one sounds great. Great. Alright, I'm going to have another drink of this. We're going to banish that window.
everybody ready? Clay family, are you ready to run?
Who you meant.
Oh, we did.
Ready to run.
Oh, no, we did.
That's fine.
Beauregard, we are going. 1, 2, 3.
Eins, zwei, drei. I love when he does that.
Brightly lights up and you all start running in. The whole Clay family's like, vanishing through. You feel yourself
Did we say, did I miss something? Did we say there's limits to how many could portal?
middle of a cluttered library in the
Like, how many people could we send through this thing at once?
out, knocking into a table.
Is it like as many as we could have run through before it closes?
The lit candles kind of rolling across the ground, catching what looks to be the edge of a book on fire. You can see a bunch of Margaret's around like, what the? People start freaking out. Guards start putting their spears in front of them as glass plates start getting.
That is a lot. Ever since we have gotten the ability to do this, we have been driving these poor guards insane.
Woman approach a familiar figure you see with short platinum kind of pompadour-like hair.
Is it what's her face?
You recognize the scribe board and
Oh, oh, never mind. It's who we said it was.
Is this?
Okay, here's the thing. We put like a 4 instead of a 5 in the code when we were
I sent
trying
a
to call.
message to Sunlash.
Yeah, to mid.
He's been gone for weeks.
Yeah, well, we didn't know that because we also have been gone for a while. So,
Get out
okay.
now.
Yeah.
Get out now. All right.
Wow, this is an
Well,
amazing place. Nice to meet everybody. I'm Cornelius Clay. This is
touch
my wife
anything.
Constance.
Don't.
Okay, sorry. What?
Cornelius is trying to be hospitable. Or, I mean, yeah, we don't have time for this. Walk and talk. I love it. Let's go. Walk and talk. We don't have time for this. Introductions. We got 57 people with us.
You guys eventually emerge to the exterior of the Vellum
Whoever can get through in 6 seconds. That's kind of what I assumed.
of Uthadern. And you're catching a lot of attention. This is a gathering
It's like a freaking clown car of people jumping through.
of a familiar sight
With that spell, it's a time limit, not a people limit. Platinum Pompadour. I need you to see this. A Platinum Pompadour. Oh, is that what it's called?
the Clay family's kind of looking about and taking in the atmosphere.
Clever, is that what it's called? Or do you actually have a Platinum Pompadour?
It's been some time since I've visited this place.
Meanwhile,
Food here,
over here on Cloud 9, we are hitting an instant halt on the likes, and that is a serious issue. So, I'm just gonna make sure I update my screen.
Food here is exceptionally good, though. I mean,
To each their own.
We're close to home from here. It's how far?
it's
I honestly thought this would drag out a little longer. Not that I'm not liking it or something. It's very entertaining. I'm enjoying meeting Caduceus' family. But we're actually getting through it way quicker than I thought. I feel like we're going to like wrap it all up by the end of this. At least like all, I mean, we pretty much handled his arc. I mean, there's probably way more he could do, but I feel like the important thing was finding his family and understanding what happened.
Yeah.
Just to the garden and back.
we can see if Rainey's around. Maybe she would go.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, there's no Cobalt Soul Archive here. This is not part of their network. You met an individual who belonged to it who was here for research, and that's who Sunlash was. But there
Boop,
is
boop,
no
boop. He described a guard as having a platinum pompadour. Oh.
No, but
I literally got. I thought you were still talking about what you got for Christmas,
The one we just
and I literally thought it was called that.
It's in the Velam Temple. Yeah, in a while. The research center here in Uthadurn.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can try and find Rainy.
message Rainy, maybe.
Message Rainy. There you go. I was gonna say, let's not try to find Rainy. Let's just message her and make our lives a little easier. God knows where Rainy is.
Mission to get them to the garden.
By the way, we also, speaking of old friends, we haven't seen Kiri or talked to Kiri. I know we're not going to see, but I would like to speak with Kiri. Kiri's back here still. If you guys didn't know, you could see Kiri chilling on my back shelf. I talk to Kiri all the time. They don't. They don't talk to Kiri.
I'm finishing up a run to the Savalier Wood.
The Savalier Wood.
I could.
He described. Oh, I heard that.
Oh, I wonder when she'll be back. She's finishing up a run to the Savalier Wood.
I could meet them somewhere.
Got another ad, so I dropped my second like.
She can meet
Got
me
it.
somewhere. Where is she?
I see. We have jumped ahead. We're getting closer. We're almost down to single digits.
And then when?
As soon as possible.
Okay. As
You hear this music?
what if she and then
This music sounds like old
if I just tell her?
spaghetti western, like intro music or something.
I suppose meet at the edge of town, or we had an inn, didn't we?
You have a map too of the Graying Wild.
Yeah.
I like this music. It's like a nice sounding acoustic guitar.
So many maps.
So many maps. So many maps. Kiri didn't make it past Thanksgiving. He's been dead for weeks. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is there an inn at the lake or along the river?
I'm pretty sure the Somali PC and family went to take care of the grove as thanks for the rescue. Got another. Oh, never. I read that already.
To traverse the river?
I would just have her meet them in the city.
Maybe they just wait here.
They just
Look at Ashley's like, I haven't seen that map. That map is awesome.
That's weird.
No.
We could rent them rooms.
Yeah, let's rent them some rooms at an inn here.
Yeah.
Being thrifty.
Sure.
Where's the...
I was just trying to be thrifty by having them stay here.
Yeah, what's the name of it? It was,
Definitely.
Plexus Post? Nope.
Nope.
The Tumbled Tankards? The Broken Stool?
Hang on. Where?
Sam is just rifling through every name he can find.
Bakery,
Wait,
you, I know. I'm gonna
Tumble
go get
Tankards? Is that what you said?
Tankards is a dive bar.
Tumble Tankards.
I don't think you've been
Plexus
there.
Post is, I think that's a
Plexus
selling,
Post is a
selling
collector's guild, something involving Master Ava.
Yeah, the
Broken
Plexus Post was.
Stool?
I would say you could probably garnish a room at the Temple Tankards.
Wait, what's the Tumble Carves? Oh wait, is that different? Did I?
We're just like running through the roster. Where could we go?
You could probably get a
What do we do?
Let's do that.
Yeah, that or somewhere nicer.
As soon as I know what inn, I'm gonna tell Rini to meet them at that inn.
Tumble Tank.
They're getting a room.
Temple Tankards is a lot shiftier.
Oh, let's
Broken
get them.
Stool.
Broken stool it is.
Broken stool.
Wait, what? Shifty versus Rowdy?
Yeah, welcome to Uthadurn.
Shifty versus Rowdy.
They can handle Rowdy.
I feel Rowdy. Yeah, I go Rowdy. I would definitely go Rowdy over Shifty. Because Rowdy, I would definitely... Rowdy to me is more physical and intimidating. Shifty is like people are going to steal your shit or pickpocket or be deceitful and manipulative or something. I'd rather have you in my face and know what I'm up against and have you be a little more scary looking and a little more aggressive. I'll take aggressiveness and size and strength and crazy over Shifty, I feel like.
How many family?
Because you got to think more with Shifty.
If you
When shifty people are more, there's more thought process. If you're tough enough like we are, I don't care about Rowdy. Rowdy's usually less intelligent.
We have the gold to spend.
I could probably try the underwrite.
Somali was one of the guests. Yeah, I remember Somali during the post Mali and Rescue Games. Yeah, it was Somali. I remember it was. I can't remember the lady's name, but she was like an Asian woman. I remember she was Somali very early on. I remember her.
Broken Soul. That's the rally one.
Broken Soul. Yeah, let's just go with Broken
We're
Soul.
chiefing out with Caduceus's newly alive
They're not nobles.
Honestly, I'll be honest, because usually I lie all the time. I'm gonna be honest. I thought we'd see a lot more guests. We got a lot of guest appearances early on, and I thought it was gonna get more. I thought it was gonna increase over time. We haven't had a guest in. I can't even remember. When's the last guest we had? And the guests we got, I thought would return way more frequently. Most of them never did. It was like in my head, I just was like, oh, they're establishing like characters that will come back from time to time. I mean, there was no need for it, and I'm totally fine without it. But like Shakasta, I thought we'd see Kiri again, or Kyrie. We'd see Kiri.
There's another spell. Oh my gosh, Rini, they're so good. You're going to really like them.
I feel like we did see Kyrie again,
I'm going to get you some.
but like in a very limited capacity. And we've had Matt do Shakasta.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to get her some cupcakes.
We're gonna get her some cupcakes. That's what I say we do. Gotta get some cupcakes.
Get an extra dozen cupcakes in addition to those
Neela Druid.
3 dozen cupcakes.
Is that her name? That could be the name. Kiri didn't make it. Oh, I read that.
Fucking
Yeah, get those. I've been craving those.
They wanted more guests, but then the Fire Nation attacked. Oh, wait. No, it was lockdown. I was going to say, I assumed it was lockdown. That's right. As soon as I said it and I started reading, I was like, oh, I bet you it was because of lockdown.
While Jester's checking out.
The Cold War was a terrible battle. Oh, the COVID War. I thought you said the Cold War. I'm like, I wasn't alive, and I believe you weren't either for the Cold War.
This conversation. I feel like we have like 5 minutes before Jester comes out.
Neela. Yeah, I do remember. I don't remember her last name being. Her last name is Druid in real life. I remember Neela, but I don't recall that. But I definitely remember the woman.
The traveler thing? Are you a little concerned?
Not particularly sold. I think it's
We're also down to 30 minutes. The final 30 minutes, and we're down to 13 likes.
The traveler. I mean,
It's my lucky number. 13 is my lucky number.
reasons that I
So I have faith.
why you didn't go with the traveler. But like,
you mean other than him revealing himself and saying, I'm not a god?
yeah, I mean that's huge.
Right, that's a big one.
Yeah. I mean it's been shifty from the beginning, right?
Other than him coming down saying everything I've ever said was a lie.
Ability in my deities.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we should be concerned with her safety or if like this guy is taking advantage of her.
100%.
Absolutely
Yeah,
is,
that's
right?
no question.
Do you think this guy's taking advantage? Yes. Without a shadow of a doubt. I think so.
Fantastic job. She pieced a person together.
Yeah. That was insane. I thought that was gonna be a fucking night.
Yeah,
It was going to be like,
yeah. I love how Ford and Bo are now expressing. Oh my God. They're great.
Seems
so too, yeah.
I love that they thought what I was thinking, but didn't let anyone know until after the fact. It's like if it happened the way they just described,
Jester?
they would have felt pretty guilty. But I thought the same thing. I was like, I feel like we're gonna turn Corin like back on, and she's gonna be spraying everywhere.
I mean, do you think? Or am I just like blind?
Also, a very accomplished voice actor And is okay. And is a druid. Character name is Neela. Oh.
But as long as she's not being hurt.
Name is Somali. Character name. Oh, that was her name. I get it. Her name was Somali. I thought Somali. That's hilarious. I was thinking Somali was her character name. That's how I remembered it. That's why I was so confused. I was like, in my mind, that's... You get it. You get it.
Those people. Whatever.
How do you feel about the traveler?
What is 4714? I know I spelled this name wrong. I know I spelled his name wrong.
His curly fucking red hair, and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, this is the timestamp I've been trying to find it for 10 minutes. Live stream it at 1:44p.
Do it. I mean, how are we going to know how he's going to react unless someone does it? I could try and punch him, but I just embarrass myself.
Wait, so you want me to do it?
Yes, it's better than me.
Alright, we'll see how this shit plays out.
Clever. Yeah, I thought Somali was the character. I remember the smell bag. Yes, the smell bag. I honestly forgot. Until you said it, I didn't really think about it. But yes, she kept smelling the bag. Bizarre. But yeah, she was a memorable character. We only had her for like, what? Was she a double episode? Or was she a single episode? Because I can't remember the other people. There is Tank. Wait, Tank? Or Keg. Keg was good. But we had her for a couple episodes.
2 weeks, we'll say about 3 rooms for them. That's gold and a half per day.
Can't read the timestamp. I remember this. I can't read the timestamp. Internet too slow. 409. I see 40714 up there. But Clever said, this is the timestamp. I've been trying to find it for 10 minutes. Somali Montano, character Neela, class druid, race furball.
There's like shouting and laughter, and even as you guys kind of walk through, some folks know they don't really care. They've begun already at this point preparing for the day's work with a quick drink and a quick song and a laugh and
a quick song and a laugh. Quick song and a laugh.
up to the rooms and the clay.
Ashley played Keg and killed. Yeah, Ashley. That's. I in my head, I'm like, I feel like it was the name of one of our people, and it would make sense to be Ashley.
Almost never developed beyond that kind of adolescent relationship that they had with their parents and their parents with their kids.
Beat me to it. Double or triple, I think.
And you guys let them know about.
I'm gonna go find
Well, Mighty Nein was way too
They've all kind of situated and turned back in.
cocky. I think that says cocky. Are we doing radiators again? I think Clever's at it, so why not join? All right, everybody. This might be the last radiator hit because there's only about 25 minutes left. Actually, no, we'll do one more. But there's about 25 minutes left, and we're still 13 likes shy. So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
There's no blame and no. I chose to be the last to stay. I thought that was what I was supposed to do, but I was wrong. I was not the last to stay.
But if you weren't the last to stay, you wouldn't have met these people you've traveled.
Yes. Are you thinking what you did was wrong?
You were there
Caduceus did right.
at that moment because that's where you were supposed to be. That was where she brought you. And because of that,
Yeah, I think Caduceus did everything perfect. Look, we're all reunited.
please don't
No Yasha, no Jester,
fix upon your shoulders.
no Ford. Whoa. So this guy is what? A fighter? Yeah, he's a fighter. Q, cone of cold.
I had no idea what it was like past those walls, really.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. No Yasha, no Jester, no Ford. They never are all together except this one time. The Mighty Nine were just as cocky as Vox Machina, minus everyone having vestiges. I mean,
I miss
yes, that's what Chimikiparo said. I wasn't saying that.
I owe such a debt. And not a...
So we're getting down to the point. I'm just thinking in my head where we're going from here, because Caduceus is pretty much wrapping things up with family. We got a lot to know more about Yasha, and Not has to finish her quest of getting back to Veth. And I still feel like we got a bunch of Ford crap to get into, plus some Caleb.
I don't feel equal to what they've given yet. And I think I can. And I think some of them especially still need me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I feel like they're totally cool with this. Yeah, they seem pretty cool.
And we always kind of took comfort in knowing that no matter how excitable and wanderlust filled your brothers and sisters were, you were always the one that stayed with us at home. But we knew that wasn't going to last forever.
It's almost sad in the sense that it's your kid leaving home, but your kid didn't see you for God knows how many years it was. And then we all reunite, and it's like, all right, take care, I'm leaving home.
It's like a spider web kind of scar. It's impressive.
That was a
Very impressive scar.
spider. God, there's been so many. So many.
Since I left home, we have gotten to so many fights.
Each of us and your aunt, we've had our experiences in the world.
Fox Machina and Mighty Nine have not at all the same trajectories. One campaign is a heroic campaign. They are strong. They have insane loot and go fight God.
Bring your stories to.
I guess so. Oh boy, we haven't even started yet. LOL. Amy France.
I will.
Bidet at Amy. Spurts dead campaigns over.
Very weird. Like us. I'll admit. I hope that some of them choose to come back when it's time.
See, I was under the impression, based on the fact that when we first met Caduceus, he was like, I have to stay here. This is like my job. My family said guard the place, blah, blah, blah. I looked at it like his dad would be extremely stern and like very commanding. Like, you stay here, and like authoritative kind of dude. They're all like chill as hell, and it's the opposite. They kind of just follow orders because it's just the thing to do. It isn't like intimidation or fear or like your dad, like if I don't do it, my dad's going to kick my ass. That's kind of what I thought. I thought his dad was going to be like rough and be like, dude, you sit here and you watch this house. If you leave, I will beat your ass when I see you.
Also kind of weird. I'm excited.
You like her. A lot.
Thanks, guys.
Take care of yourself, sweetie, okay?
If anything, they're overly amazing parents.
Thank you.
Like the mom is like, oh my God, you're so amazing.
Tell your siblings.
And the dad is just like, whatever you want to do. You're amazing too. I love you. They're like the greatest parents ever.
She means you're her favorite, right?
I did
I
not say
know, and
that.
it's going to be so hard not to tell
Say
them.
that.
You're our favorite. Where is my red button that I could push?
Back fine everyone else
I
as well.
I can't read that yet.
I trust you.
Mighty Nine is way more gray. Plus, they deal with real PC death way earlier in their campaign. Had to learn to deal with themselves by pushing everyone and everything. And only Mighty Nine is valuable. He saw the light. He saw the light. Not easily reverse PC death. The clays are fantastic. I would wholeheartedly agree. I guess I should have known from the way Pumat and everyone is. Like, all the furbolgs seem to be that lackadaisical, like, positive happiness feeling. But I don't know. Just whenever I see somebody who's like, I have to do this because my dad told me to, it's usually not because you're just like that cool with each other. It's usually because like I will get my ass kicked if I don't do it.
You got to look like you're leaving.
I'm not going home just yet. I got a little bit more to do.
So we're getting a full-on goodbye from everybody at this point. I wasn't quite sure if we were going to have like a full-on, like just say goodbye to the parents, but we're going to go down the line and we're going to say goodbye to everybody. I'm down. I mean, we got 15 more minutes. Let's do it.
I think Calliope will back me up on that. Calliope's like, yeah, sure, I'll back him up.
Cornelius, Calliope, Colton,
Give my brother the
Corin. What's the mother? Cornelius. Did I say Calliope? My God, there's so many names. I'm missing the mother. I can't remember what they just said it. They just said it. Connie? Was it Connie? Constance?
the whistle tonight.
I don't know. It's not important probably at this point because we're probably gonna not see them for a while.
On the side, she looks over towards Colton.
Macaroni Samsonite.
Clarabelle.
What is macaroni Samsonite?
Waiting next in line. He just gives
We also had to deal with the switching over from Pathfinder to 5e, where the system expectations are vastly different. Don't know if there's spoilers in there, though. I'd say he's fine. Doubt Jay's going to watch TD's one shot.
Crawl up under the
I won't, if I ever think of it at this point, because of that. Anyone, when Ashley is on Absolute Chaos... Anyone where Ashley is an absolute chaos gremlin. So any of them, really.
pulls it up a little bit. Just you can just see her eyes peeking underneath. She goes, smells weird.
Thank you.
It smells weird.
Around.
It's been around. I mean, it's not... That's not true. It's not true.
Pulls it back over her eyes again, turns and like walks into her sister.
I'll be home soon. Thank you. I love you all very much.
You see, Clarabelle goes back, turns around and says, love you, Caduceus. Calliope goes, love you, brother.
Matt's got to do every member of the family.
You too.
That's hilarious that Matt has to like transition through each member. Totally different from the others.
All right.
You have a lot of siblings, dude.
Big family.
Big family.
Parents,
Oh my God, that's where we're going with it. Your parents, it's a small house. We all knew.
We're gonna unpack that later.
There's nothing weird about that. I don't know what.
No, we'll unpack that later. Okay.
There's nothing weird about that. I don't know what you're making. Yeah, we'll unpack that later too. We'll just keep unpacking things. As we're unpacking them, it looks like we've just got more luggage.
I want to cast a 6th level spell.
Oh,
Okay.
6th level.
Planar ally.
What is this? What is planar ally?
I'm going to beseech the traveler
What?
A very mobile messenger, if you will.
What?
Okay.
Achilles.
What is it called?
Somebody that can get around really fast. Doesn't have to be a fighter, just something that can travel.
If I need to know anything, please explain in the chat.
Spending 10 minutes summoning a planar ally in the middle of the broken stool.
I'm gonna, go maybe into one of the rooms that Caduceus rented while he's talking to all his family. I'll go into another one of the rooms.
Okay.
Alright, so while Caduceus is doing his goodbyes,
You beseech the traveler.
we did a 10-minute spell called
Let me see.
Planar Ally.
I got a special favor that I would like. Okay, if you know, like, a creature that can, like, my flying unicorns, you know how...
Have we ever seen this been done?
Maybe something
I don't
that can
ever...
really fast.
Look at Matt. Matt is looking like so...
They don't have to take me. Something that can just, like, move around really fast. I'm just wondering if you can help me out. It could be you if it's not too big of a deal. I mean, I know you're really busy and stuff, but this is super important. So
Matt...
Alright, give me a second.
Yeah, Matt is like, I don't even... I'm happy that I... If you have Matt confused, I'm happy. Because I'm so... I don't know. I love this part. It is funny. Oh, yeah. I need to...
Talk amongst yourselves. We'll figure this out.
You like... I didn't expect this. I thought we were going to have a lot of goodbyes and then pick a path and take it and... Good night. That's what I thought it was going to be.
Kickstarter Wildlands.
Matt has to do some research. We gotta go dig into the books.
we're gonna do a live show next week.
Oh my god.
Digging into the books.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We have a new comic book out. It's pretty good. Hot cover.
Oh my gosh.
Action there.
Hot Pocket. I haven't seen a Hot Pocket commercial in so long. I feel like I used to see them all the time.
You can bamf a lot. Maybe go like
There's certain commercials I felt I needed from time to time.
you know.
And they've abandoned me. I never bought them. I never bought Hot Pocket. I mean, my mom would get them occasionally, and I, of course, eat them. But
Fastest creature in
I wouldn't just go out and buy Hot Pockets. I just really like the commercial.
You could be the traveler.
a cheetah shows up.
He's gotta know something.
An actual cheetah shows up. Yeah, Matt has no clue right now what to do. Matt's like, you broke the game. You just broke the game.
Okay. I think I got something.
Okay.
You're grinning.
All right. Matt's got something. Here we go.
As you focus for a second and the words go out, the voice responds with, "Oh, hello, dear.
Hello, dear.
It's a bit. I'm preoccupied at the moment, but I think I've got an idea of someone that could help you.
Oh, great.
Just give me a moment." And you hear this. So you look over and this tiny doorway opens next to you, very reminiscent of the holy symbol of the traveler. You see this kind of like interesting kind of verdant green turquoise kind of color filter in the other space, and you see emerge from it
What is it?
this kind of 3-foot
What?
kind of weirdly elf goblin hybrid is the best way you can really describe it.
What? What's his name? I need a name.
Is lithe, long limbs, pointed ears, kind of a dull gray skin. It's about like let's say 2 or so, 2.5 feet tall. It's
She's like, this is amazing.
itself, like as it looks at you, has no hair. Its eyes are mostly white with a very, very faint pupil. It looks kind of
I was going to say, everything he's describing sounds creepy as shit.
really pretty in some ways. It's wearing a very like faint bit of tattered clothing on it, and as it emerges, it goes,
I have been sent to help you.
Bizarre.
What's your name?
Trevas.
I'm Jester.
Tavos? It sounded like they said Trevos with an R, but it said Tavos.
Okay, so I need a favor.
Is that spelling correct? Tavos? Teves? Because I feel like they said something different.
Or can you just walk around really fast?
More of the latter.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I've got a favor. Maybe could have done this in a closer location. That would have been smart. Okay, so, and I pull out my dozen cupcakes that I just got.
Yeah.
In a little bag, I wrap it up and put it around their shoulder. Okay. And I'm gonna draw a map to the hag. I want them
What?
to deliver it. You don't have to go up to the hut. Trust me, don't go up to the hut, okay? Just get past the brambles and then leave it.
Is this guy with a bunch of cupcakes going to be able to make it?
Here's the map.
She's sending him with cupcakes to the hag?
You are really cool, and I believe in you. And
Would he even be able to make it with a map? I mean, even if he knew the way.
good? Are you safe? Are you okay?
Not to mention, why are we playing sure? Oh my god, that's so dangerous.
I don't want you to.
Why
Here, how about
dig up
this?
more problems with the hag?
Like, you don't even see the hand moving. It's gonna in the mountain.
He inhaled it like a vacuum. He just inhaled
Somewhat,
the cupcake.
looking teeth.
What do you think? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's a little odd, but I dig it.
And,
I definitely dig it.
And just it's gone out of the room.
Like the Flash, he's moving at the speed. Like, why is this little dude so fast?
that was cool. He's cool. I want to see where it came from. I want to see some more of those someday.
That's freaking awesome. How long could we have done that? How long could we have used these? I know it's a level 6 spell, so it's probably something we couldn't have done until fairly recently, maybe, or not needed to, but that's freaking awesome.
In our timetable.
I'd say traveling to the city. I think it's probably midday. It's early afternoon.
I think he meant like
Days.
grand scale.
How many days until the meeting at sea?
We asked this before. I feel like it's still about 4 or 5 weeks from Traveler Con. Because not a lot of time has went by. It's probably around 4.5 weeks, is my guess. 4 to 4.5 weeks.
You're approximately 4 weeks.
4 weeks away. Genius. No, I just have been paying attention. I think it's like closer to 4.5. But I mean, he said around 4.
You're about 3 weeks out.
3 weeks out. Okay.
All right.
It's gonna take some time on the sea, so.
So give it. We're down to like a month. We're down to a month or less in real time.
Nicodraws. He is, right?
Yeah, I think told him to wait there. I think so.
Yeah, you didn't give him any sort of additional messages to send him anywhere else.
We got a lot of stuff coming up. Like everything is building. This has already been entertaining enough. We're building to Traveler Con, to the boat, to Orly's coming back in. We have Not to Fix, and we already got the curse drop. Now we're sending a sack of cupcakes to the hag.
Wait, were you questioning that? Don't
What if that? Like, say she was like forgetting about everything, and now this brings it back up. Like, oh wait, I totally forgot about that crazy girl. But I mean, you know, it's Jester.
Return home one way or another.
That's our Jester.
To a home restored.
Just be grateful for the Wild Mother to
Be grateful for the Wild Mother, everybody.
a bit more time.
I think that is definitely her plan.
We're down to like 3 minutes. This thing is over in 3 minutes. Am I right? I believe it is. Yes, it's like less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's in typical Mighty Nine fashion. We'll go find an alleyway.
Okay.
I will draw it up on the floor, on the ground.
You managed to kind of
Draw it up.
like a impromptu bouncer. The friend's trying to keep it chill, but also prevent anyone from going through.
Not.
What?
You're gonna stay for a bit. Keep the crew together.
Yeah, I'm coming with you guys. Yeah.
Just, you know.
offer to split off from the party themselves.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
What a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Super lame.
Super lame.
Us together.
All together now.
High priests, y'all. It's important.
We're all going to be high priests. High priests unite.
I will start the spell.
I love it.
10 minutes later. Ready?
Drawing the spell. 5 days later.
Stepping through the circle in the middle of the alleyway, here in Uthadurn, the subterranean warmer temperature immediately giving way from the darkness beneath to the bright open blue sky of the sunset at Nicodranas. The orange horizon greets you with dappled bits of distant wispy clouds.
Dappled bits of distant wispy clouds. What a descriptive sentence by Matt Mercer.
To arrive evening,
I love it. I'm not knocking him at all. He is glorious.
warm lanterns now alit along the rows of the streets here as you guys have arrived in Nicodranas.
And that's where we break.
Interior of Eustace Tower.
Within the interior of Eustace Tower.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, we're still, all right, we're not breaking.
So you'll get to experience
Oh,
once you step
never
inside
mind.
the tower. But
That's where we break. Okay. I thought he was going to let us interact. I'm like, wait, how are we even having time for this? So that is where we end. Chicago,
High seas.
the Windy City.
City by the bay. So nice.
So nice they named it twice.
They brought you two different.
They just named it once.
Big Ben.
So just like on Namek,
probably gathering the ball leader.
Namek, are we talking
Take it from there
Dragon Ball Z?
to the City
Namekians?
towards
Oh, I see Popo's pecking order.
warring nations.
And it is pecking, not packing, Jay. I did read it right this time.
We'll see you guys live next week at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m.
Live
Central.
next week.
Or those who see the live
It is funny because we discussed doing them live.
Till then,
And then he's like, we'll see you live next week. And he's kind of saying it to us too.
is it Thursday?
And if you didn't see earlier, that's what I showed everybody earlier. My brother had it custom made so I could have my Is It... Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Is It Friday mug. All right. So, I did see the next episode. I'm guessing there's a break in the middle. So there's a break around 158. And it goes to 122. So like about 25-minute break. So without the 25-minute break, and I'm assuming there's a massive intro. Like here's where the theme song kicks in around the exactly 14-minute mark is where the intro kicks in. So we got minus 14, blip, blip, about 40 minutes minus off of this. So we have about 3 hours, 25 minutes, give or take 3 hours, 25 minutes of episode 97. So we could do it all next Friday. Or, I mean, we didn't hit 50 likes, so we don't have to worry about jumping into the next episode, which kind of works out. It's funny that I feel like we've hit the 50 likes almost every week recently. And then the one we didn't is the one that we kind of didn't know what to do with anyway. We were going to try to do the, what is it? Yup, a huge intro. There's like a 14-minute intro. I mean, beyond just being entertaining Critical Role content, is there anything important in the intro I need to watch? Because I'm likely going to start at the 14 minutes when we do it on Friday. Like we'll start at 14 minutes and we'll roll with it because it's already going to be a 4-hour live stream. If you count the beginning and end of the video, it's already going to be 4 hours. So we're going to start at the 14-minute mark. So that way we have, you know, a solid 3.5 hours of content, and then we'll talk before and after. Can I vote for the live stream all of the next episode, please? Amy France, you won. You already won. And I think everyone else is concurring. What's the intro? I'm guessing the intro. Well, I mean the intro for and it's called The Fancy and the Fooled. And I did just see that it was a thumbnail of Sam. So I already was thinking it was going to be like a not centric episode, but it makes me think even more so that it's going to be not centric because of the fact it was Sam Riegel. But either way, The Fancy and the Fooled, I don't know. That's not really very telling of a title, at least off the top of my head. The Fancy and the Fooled. I can't really think of what that would be talking about specifically. Should watch that. What is this? Should watch that. Let's watch the intro. Can I vote for live stream? Huge, yep, huge intro. Well, there is a 6-month stop between 99 and 100. Yeah, the next episode has so many good moments. I think TravelerCon happened a year after this episode. Where are the likes? We're at 20. I see 42 on mine. And honestly, it started jumping up as we ended, but I don't think we're going to make it. How about let's watch the intro? Clever said that. How about we compromise at that? Like, we'll just do the intro. But if we hit 50 during the intro, then we're going to call it there. I mean, I hope we keep liking the video, but I do have to be done by 9 o'clock because I got to eat dinner and I got to do a video before midnight. And then I got to go to sleep because I got a ton of stuff to do tomorrow. So, sound like a good deal? Keep liking the video because you all love me so much. But how about, because I love you so much, we do the intro. 14 minutes. We'll do the intro. We'll get introduced to the whole thing. And then I'll stop it right after the intro and we'll call it a night. Sound good, everybody? I added 4 likes right now. Michael just, I mean, we definitely are getting closer. So is that a good compromise? We do the intro. I just don't want, if we hit 50 likes during it, I don't want people to be like, now we got to do another 30 minutes because I won't have time if I do both. So we agree? Let's do it. Chimmy Kiparo says yes. I would say watch it, but it's just a lot of BWF before. I don't know what BWF is. Big whale farts. I think it's big whale farts. Let's watch the intro. Vera G says it's a fancy ball episode and they make Ford wear a giant pirate hat. I hope this is all true. Let's watch the intro. I'm good either way. I added 2. All right, everyone. And I think we're going to hit 50 by the time we do it. So do we sync up? Should I attempt to do volume? Or should we sync? We probably should sync up maybe. Let's sync up. 14 minutes might be pushing it. I don't know. Let's set the timer. We'll see we'll do a timer regardless, just in case. Because we don't want to start. But here we go. We'll go 11. Oh, we're just going to do zeros all around. What am I doing? Reset. We just do zeros all around. Ball and hat, very true. I actually need split. Oh, I have to split. Daniel O'Day, you have a happy new year. We love you. Enjoy your life and your New Year's and be safe and everything else, all that good stuff. We will see you next week. I like big whale farts better. What was it actually, though? Brian? Oh, it's Brian Foster. I didn't quite know what that is. Well, let's roll with it and we'll see how it goes. Big whale farts. I love it. So here we go. I just want to make sure it looks right on your screen. Okay. We're going to go to zeros. And we're going to start. It was already zeros. Okay. We'll jump right in, everybody. And then we're going to smoke while it's starting. 3, 2, 1, go. We're in. And I hear a lot of applause in an auditorium. Whoa, where is this? What auditorium is this? It's beautiful. Looks like they could pack in a couple hundred people. Did I put, oh, I didn't put, okay, we don't need volume. Oh, I love the setup. I love the setup. Good stuff.
That's a little, oh boy, okay.
And we'll hit the radiators. Everybody, radiator shots, whatever you guys want to do. It was the time where he was good. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact that this is, I mean, you know, don't ignore the fact, but just ignore this person exists. Just pretend this is NPC. Radiators. Right now, everybody. Shots, radiators. This is our final 15 minutes of the year. This is our final 15 minutes of the year of, I'm going to talk over them anyway, so you guys don't have to worry. This is where my ranting comes in handy, where I don't shut up, because we could talk over things like this. But I thank you all for a glorious year. We've done nothing but increase our numbers over the weeks. We've consistently been hitting 50 likes almost every week for like 2 months, I feel like. We're going to hit it again by the time this is over, which is why I jumped into it, because I feel like it was so close that it would be a shame not to do something, right? And we still want to do the whole live stream with the episode, so we're going to roll with it. Bong packed Chicago, and I almost went. What is the name of the actual place, though, in Chicago? Vero G, this is so cool. I was there in Chicago. I think someone might have said it. I thought I saw it earlier. Timestamp. I got the timestamp. We're just doing all zeros. Yeah, if anyone's got the name of the venue, I would like to know. Meanwhile, I'm going to hit the radiators. Everybody, this is our final radiator shot. Good night. Salute to the year and all of your amazingness. Whew. I think I inhaled so much I half choked, and then I avoided choking, and when I sucked in to avoid the choking, I inhaled more than I already shouldn't have. But I'm good. Jay, that's the link you wanted. That's the one I gotta look up for Cobra Kai, Mike. Taking a picture. This is my new method of keeping tabs on things. Taking a picture, and then, like I said, I always see my camera reel, because I'm always like, basically because of YouTube, I'm always using my camera because I'll take like snapshots of videos and like touch them up for thumbnails and stuff. So every day I'm constantly going through my photos, and then I see stuff like that and I go, oh yeah, I got to look that up. And that's the best time for me to look it up, because it's usually in my free time and I can do it. So that is my new method. But thank you, Michael. Auditorium Theater in Chicago. That's what it's called. The Auditorium Theater. I feel like that is a double meaning, right? Auditorium theater, isn't that the kind of same thing? Don't block the view of hot pink crotch. Sam Regal's. Does Sam really have a hot pink crotch coming out? Can you find yourself in the crowd? Oh, Vero G, can you find yourself in this crowd? Oh, you were actually at this. Well, I thought you meant you were at this like place. I didn't know you meant like there for this. Amazing. Amy France, I got the VIP tickets, so I was really inside. I was lucky to get first row seat. What? Did you, Vero, have you ever tried to look? Because, like, I mean, I would. If I were you, I would have probably stared at it 500 times and tried to find myself. But I'm wondering if you ever did. Because it might be, it's like long enough where you might, I mean, I guess they don't really show the audience too much. But that's pretty freaking cool. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, I thought you meant like, oh, I've been to that theater. I didn't think you meant like legitimately. Laura Bailey, here she comes. Oh, we're going to be in costume too? What? Oh, she's, okay. Why do I feel like I know that dress? Do I know that dress? I feel like that dress is specifically from something. But I also, it could just be a lovely dress. Talzin's hair. Look at Talzin's hair. That's great. Ashley Johnson. Talzin's hair. I didn't notice it right away. Oh, that's pretty awesome too. I dig it. That reminds me of something too. That's so, oh my God. I don't know if these are legit references or they're just reminding me of other things. Travis, I feel like, had the quickest run onto the stage. I like how everyone else was slick with their robes. All right, she wins. Marisha won. No, I mean, there are no winners. But that was great. That was great. Her not only is her outfit glorious, but she did it with flair. All right. I like it. I like it. I like the energy. Liam had good energy. I feel like Liam, what in the Sam? Oh my God. I literally was going to say what in the Sam hell, and I didn't even mean it because that's Sam. Wait. Oh. I'm like, who the hell is this? I literally, because I counted all the characters, and I'm like, wait, who the frick is this guy? I'm totally forgetting Matt Mercer comes out. I got excited like we had a guest stars. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get excited. Matt Mercer's glorious. But I literally thought there was like some bonus guest we were about to like reveal. I literally in my head, I thought it was David Tennant because of the way the hair was and everything. I'm like, oh my God, is that David Tennant? That's why I like jumped at the screen. I'm like, did they get David Tennant to be a freaking guest star? It's funny because back when we were introduced to the cast of Vox Machina and David Tennant was like a character in the animated show, you guys were shocked I didn't even recognize or know who David Tennant was at that point. Now David Tennant I'm in season 4 of Doctor Who, and I have a very good feeling that David Tennant is leaving soon because I feel like he's done after season 4, but don't spoil it if he isn't or is. But now I'm very familiar with David Tennant. So now I was like excited to see him. It's funny how 2 years can make such a difference that I didn't even know who the guy was, and I got that excited about it.
Thank you all for being so patient. We've had some challenges tonight. A lot of you were out there in the cold for a long time. So sorry. We really appreciate your patience. It's much warmer in here.
What happened? There is a problem. Vero, what happened? You were there, Vero G. He just said there was a problem with people getting stuck outside in the cold because of problems with the lines and stuff? Or was that just a normal thing? Like it's long lines? It could just be like when we went to Dragon Con, you waited outside for like 3 hours for some things. And they're like, sorry, it is what it is. This happens every year. So you didn't have a choice if you wanted to go to certain things. If you didn't want to, I mean, it was basically all like Elijah Wood was very long lines. Like big name people had very long lines. I wouldn't even know that was Sam. If I'm not kidding, I thought that was almost Talzin. And then I'm like, wait, Talzin already walked out. He is ridiculous. I love it though. It is a glorious costume. And he is full on character. Amazing. All right. Those aren't fun buns. What are they called? On Marisha? Boston, right? Celtics? Boston Celtics. Jay? I'm trying to catch up everything up. Traveler Con. Those aren't fun buns. I don't know what they're called. On Marisha? I don't know what you'd call them. What in the Sam? Perfect. I didn't even mean to do it. That's why when I said it, I'm like, that's hilarious because his name is Sam. But I didn't even, I literally at first thought, oh my God, Talzin looks great. And then I'm like, wait, Talzin just walked out. It didn't look like Sam at all. Obviously, it still doesn't. But Tennant couldn't play because he wouldn't want to go. It took like 2 hours to get everyone in. Don't mind leaving the beach though, did he? The theater took forever with security. That's what happened with the whole thing. We were all excited because we were starting at 7:30 p.m. our time. But it ends up being 9:30 p.m. anyway.
Thank you, World Anvil, and thank you, Sam.
World Anvil. I was going to say I couldn't catch the name. Shut up, Big Whale Farts. Yes, Big Whale Farts is definitely the go-to from now on.
Thank you guys
I think they're about to do the intro, but we're going to let Matt Mercer do his thing. Because it stopped at 14, but I think that was after the song. C2E2, what's that?
Kind of fantastic. So those of you who are going to be there, we have
What is C2E2?
at 11 a.m. on the main stage. Super stoked about that. So if you're going to come, please come see us. I know we have some friends in the audience here.
I thought maybe I guess he's thinking I don't need to explain it because if you're at that auditorium and you're watching this, you probably know what C2E2 was. I don't. I'm assuming campaign 2, but I don't think they made episode 2 because that wouldn't make any sense. You just reminded me that whenever anyone in the cast sneezes, someone else sternly tells them to stop it. Oh, okay. Oh, is it like E3? That's what I was thinking, like E3. So C2, E2 is like E3? Okay. Or I guess you're asking as well.
Thank you for the encouragement. I really appreciate it.
Oh, Laura. Chicago Convention. It's like Chicago Comic-Con. A Chicago Nerd Fest. I think they're going to roll the intro. Because it's about a minute and a half. Is it different? Oh, Critical Role karaoke. What's this? Oh, it's so we could all sing along? What is this? I haven't seen this before.
Hello up there.
Oh. Oh, they're going to do it live? All right, we're going to ready? We're going to turn it on. You're all going to get to hear it. This is our goodbye. We're all going to hear it. We're going to hear them do a live singing of it, and we're going to risk our safety on the channel. Here we go. Everyone sing along. Well, I'm not going to sing. Well, sing.
The adventure begins. They will always be
I want to hear them now. I honestly would sing along, but I want to hear everyone sing it. You all better be singing because we're risking our safety. It's 50 more seconds and so far. I wish they showed us shots of them on stage. Like we've seen this hundreds of times. I wish they had it like side by side. It's cool because you can hear the whole crowd too. Notably more somber, but still heroic instruments. If that's there, I was gonna say I've never seen that either. They should have definitely incorporated live shots. But very cool, very cool. I didn't expect that. Very cool way to end it. And that's it. We're not going to spoil it. We're going to end it right there because I feel like that is a glorious place. We will not forget. It's 14 on the dot, and it's right at the beginning, or end, I should say, of the intro. There is a video out there of their reaction with the audience. I figured there had to be. That is such a cool thing. I love like things like that. Like I didn't expect it. I was about to stop it, and then I'm like, why does it say karaoke? I am willing to wait another 5 seconds to see if this is what I think it is, and it was. Beautiful. A second ahead, and this is fucking awesome. Headed out to go party Vegas. Oh, Shane Barron, what is up? I don't know if I saw you earlier, but welcome and good night. Headed out to go early, to go party Vegas, doesn't sleep on New Year's weekend. Have a good night and Happy New Year's, everyone. Shane, be safe. We'll see you next week. Full episode. We're going to finish this in full on Friday, but we're still going to go through the chat. His last one was for directing as well. Imagine 2,000 people singing that to you. That is insane. I thought it was, awesome. Vero, whether or not you said it in the chat, I didn't read it. So thank you for keeping the secret because you could have, it wouldn't have been any kind of spoiler other than me just not knowing that I was going to experience complete enjoyment at the end of the whole thing. I thought Matt was just like, all right, here we go. And that was it. Great way to end it. Very exciting, very cool. And it builds momentum for Friday's live stream. So between now and then, I'm going to try to get Percy Jackson done and out. I'm going to try to get another one up on YouTube because honestly, it's the type of show where I enjoy editing. There are certain shows where I enjoy editing, and Percy Jackson is one of those. I watched episode 1, I immediately jumped into the edit, and I'm like, this shit's going up on YouTube because I enjoyed it that much. I know I'm going to blow through it, and I want others to know that we're doing it over on Patreon. But it makes me want to edit it for recaps so I can refresh myself. So I'm definitely going to attempt that this week. We're also going to start True Detective Season 4. I'm at least going to start it and see how we go. So if you guys are into that, Jodie Foster's in it. It looks weird as shit. It looked like something like freaking the... What is it? I'm brain farting. Game of Thrones. What were the people? The Night King? Night King. There's people that look like the Night King in True Detective. Like, it looks supernatural, and I'm intrigued by it. So we might start that, but we're definitely doing Percy Jackson. I'm going to run through the roll call of everybody. But before I do, Happy New Year, everybody. Everybody be safe. Thank you all for the glorious year. Like I said, we've hit the highest numbers we have. We keep getting better. And honestly, that's not even really important because we always have fun. But it's fun to build numbers as well as having a good time. So I thank you all. Beth, clever name I made. Amy, Michael, and the dude, my moderators, Lisa Pocky, if you're out there or lingering in the background, we appreciate the three of you for all you do this year and every day of your lives just being there. Clever, I already said. The Chimiki Pero. 44. The Hiking Viking. I got to use my scroller. Amy France, I might have already said you. David, if you're listening out there, Happy New Year, my friend. Shane Barron. Vera G. Forrest the Runner. I know Patrick was here. I know M. Gormley was here. I'm trying to remember names if I don't see them. Ninja Master, I hope you're doing well, bud. Either you're working your ass off or you're on vacation or something, because sometimes you go hiking and it is the holidays. So maybe you were lucky and you got the week off and you're out there in Southern California laughing your ass off at the world. Amelia, I don't know if I said you either, but I probably did. If I missed anybody, write it down below. I went as far back as it allows me. Colvin, I definitely don't know if I said Colvin, but Colvin, you're amazing. Other names I can remember out there who I haven't seen in a bit. The Paramonster. Little Paramonster. Emily Mary. I haven't seen Queen. Oh my God, I just had the name and I totally just brain farted on it. But you guys know who you are. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Have a glorious, safe, Happy New Year. And is it Friday yet? Because my brother made this glorious mug, so that's how we'll end it. Next time I'll